23-21 in November. The ESPN college football analyst Jordan Rogers thinks the Tide take the playoff game tonight.
Because I think the last matchup was a little bit of an anomaly, right? Alabama outgained Oklahoma 406-212. It was turnovers, and 4 Oklahoma drives started in Alabama territory. I think Alabama protects the football better. I don't think it's going to be a perfect game. Oklahoma's really good, but I think the defense for Alabama is going to win this one for them. Keep Oklahoma out of the end zone. I'm not sure Oklahoma gets more than 14 points. And to me, the turnovers aren't the same for Alabama, and that's the difference.
And every game of the college football playoff is on ESPN Radio and the app. Tonight's coverage starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. All Wolfpack right now in the Gasparilla Bowl on ESPN. 2 minutes to go in the first half. NC State leading Memphis 24-7. Houston Rockets ownership in serious talks with the Connecticut Sun over the potential purchase and relocation of the WNBA franchise.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday from Unsportsmanlike. And just a reminder, we have you covered every weekday morning from 6 a.m. Eastern right here until 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
Alondra Villarreal. And Mr. Toby Tom Plate. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. The LSU Tigers have a new target for their defensive line coach. Terrio is here in 1 hour from right now. We'll give you college football picks, Saints, Jets, ton to do. Let's begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
Well, we will begin today with a little bit of developing news, or breaking news, as it were. I guess this isn't necessarily breaking, it is developing. Football Scoop had it first, but we have since confirmed that the LSU Tigers are targeting Sterling Lucas to be their defensive line coach. So Sterling Lucas presently is the defensive run game coordinator for South Carolina on Shane Beamer's staff. He also works with the defensive ends and the outside linebackers. So he works with the edge rushers, but he's a defensive line coach there. Of course, we all know that dynamic edge rusher Dylan Stewart is his pupil there at South Carolina. Perhaps maybe a guy coerced into the portal. I can't back that up. I have no idea. Just saying, just put two together. But just within the last half hour, I got that text that Lucas is the new name that they're targeting, and we'll see how this may develop. Football Scoop had it first. Lucas, if you're wondering, he's in his 5th season with the Gamecocks. He joined them on field in 2022, so prior to that had been in an off-field role. But look, in the last couple of years, you look at the job that a guy like Dylan Stewart has done. You had Kyle Kennard a season ago, who was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year opposite Dylan Stewart. So you've had a really productive group there in Columbia. So that's kind of the target right now. And it's the last remaining defensive staff spot. Of course, Blake Baker and his staff have been retained. So the only coach not returning is Kyle Williams. As we've talked about, Kyle Williams is not expected to return to college coaching. So he's a one and done at LSU. But LSU's had so much turnover on its defensive line at coaching that position really, if you go back to the spring of 2023, remember Jamar Cain abruptly in the middle of spring practice left to take a job on Sean Payton's staff with the Denver Broncos. They promoted Gerald Chapman for the remainder of spring. He was not named the full-time hire. They then hired Jimmy Lindsey. When Jimmy Lindsey became ill, they moved John Jancic into the defensive tackle role, or defensive line. Then they brought back Pete Jenkins to work with John Jancic. Then going into 2024, they hired Bo Davis, who lasted one season. They hired Kyle Williams, who lasted one season. So now you're going to hire your 8th different coach to work with the defensive line since Jamar Cain in the spring of 2023. That's staggering. The lack of consistency they've been able to develop at that position for a lot of different reasons. But that's also a position group that is going to see a lot of turnover. You're losing Jacobian Guillory. You're losing Bernard Gooden. I'm just talking about the interior players, right? You're losing Guillory. You're losing Gooden. Ahmad Bro has entered the portal, which means you've got Dom McKinley back, and then all the young guys are part of this most recent class. You've got Richard Anderson coming in. So it is it's a position that's not short of talent, maybe a little short of experience, depth, but a spot that LSU very likely is going to go address in the transfer portal. But this is the newest name to pop up here. Again, Sterling Lucas, who has been at South Carolina the last 5 years. His title is Defensive Run Game Coordinator, but he also works with the defensive ends and outside linebackers. So we will we'll let you know if we get anything final on that, but that's the new target. The aforementioned Gerald Chapman, who was the one who, when Jamar Cain left in the middle of spring in 23, Chapman was promoted from an analyst role to on-field role for the remainder of spring. Well, Lane Kiffin had targeted Gerald Chapman, who's been at the University of Florida. Chapman just a day ago agreed to an extension to stay at Florida on John Summerall's staff. Prior to that, we know it was Elijah Robinson, who'd previously been at Texas A&M. Last 2 years have been at Syracuse. Looked like LSU had a deal done to get Robinson to Baton Rouge. Ultimately, that somewhere along the way fell apart. Whether he lands at Nebraska with Matt Rule or at his alma mater, Penn State, remains to be seen. Chris Kiffin is the other coach who's on staff, Lane Kiffin's brother, who's worked with defensive lines throughout his career, 11 different seasons at various levels, including major college and NFL level, working with defensive linemen. So that's another possibility. How they structure the staff will be interesting. But Sterling Lucas is the new name. A lot of people had mentioned Ed Ogeron from the onset of this, and it's one of the things that I know that I've said many times here is just that I had never heard Ed Ogeron's name credibly from anyone associated with LSU. That always felt like that was a agent push. That was Ed Ogeron, who's just received earlier this week his final buyout payment from LSU, I believe it was December the 15th, and is looking to work. And his agent's doing what good agents do, which is get their client's name out there. So he's been mentioned for a lot of different jobs, and it was mentioned in connection with the LSU job, although I never heard anyone at LSU mention Coach O. And obviously the fact that they continue to look at different candidates from Elijah Robinson and Gerald Chapman, now Sterling Lucas, it kind of tells you the story, right? Like if they wanted to hire Ed Ogeron, he's there. They could hire him. They haven't. They won't. So we'll see if they can get a deal done with Lucas, but that's the name to know. Sterling Lucas is the latest target here. We learned just a bit ago at LouisianaSports.net. Again, Football Scoop, Matt Zenitz, others have it also. All right, it's after further review. Our show Open Every Day is brought to you by Bud Light. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of the LSU Tigers, and the official beer of the New Orleans Saints. Y'all, it is Christmas time. If you're going to be hitting up a Christmas party, we had the Guaranteed Christmas Party last night. Might have had me a few ice-cold Bud Lights or two at the Guaranteed Christmas Party last night. If you do drink, make sure you drink responsibly. Y'all be safe this holiday season. Always, get a ride, designate a driver, get an Uber. If you're going to drink, don't drive. Enjoy delicious ice-cold Bud Light responsibly this holiday season. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light. Okay, y'all. Man, we got a lot to do today, and that's one that really just popped up here in the last 20, 30 minutes or so with Sterling Lucas. So I do have LSU football was back on the practice field today. It was their 7th bowl practice today. I do have a little bit of an update, making a few calls today. I'll kind of a few personnel updates for the bowl game. A couple guys that are in that maybe weren't sure. One that's not going to play. We'll get to that here in a bit. And also, I do want to share some of what I've learned here about what's going on over in Oxford, because whether we want to acknowledge it or not, there's so much crossover between the staffs, and there's going to be roster exchange crossover as well. And Ole Miss is strategizing how to move forward, and it is absolutely going to impact LSU. The question is how much and how severely. So I do want to let you know a little bit of what I know there. So we'll get to that coming up here in just a bit as well. It is a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Stick around.
AFR.
Man, I love telling you about the Watermark and the Renaissance. Watermark Downtown, Renaissance Southtown. Two amazing hotel properties. Of course, Renaissance Baton Rouge is right there on Bluebonnet near I-10, so it's super convenient to get anywhere in Baton Rouge from the Renaissance Hotel. Right there, Bluebonnet near I-10, across from the Mall of Louisiana and Perkins Row. You know, maybe with this being the final weekend to shop before Christmas, guys, maybe you're going to go drop your wife off, your significant other off at the mall or at Perkins Row. Let her go shop. How about you go pop into Renaissance? Go hang out at Tallulah. Beautiful indoor, outdoor flow. We actually had a nice warm-up at 64 degrees and sunny, beautiful day right now. Great opportunity to grab a cold beer, a cocktail, a glass of wine, sit out on the terrace in with the fire water pit. Beautiful ambiance, great place to go enjoy a meal or a cocktail. It's at Renaissance Baton Rouge, and of course, they can host your event, no matter what event, no matter what size. It's on Bluebonnet. It's Renaissance Baton Rouge.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slaw, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
I'm glad you're hanging out here on Friday edition of AFR. We are cruising toward the opening day of the college football playoff. Bama and Oklahoma tonight in Norman. So we'll get a quick thumbnail preview of that coming up here in just a little bit from both head coaches as they get their teams ready for the game tonight. Also, we're keeping an eye on Saints Jets, the final injury report for the Saints and the Jets. As Saints are looking to make it 3 in a row. They are a 4-point favorite in the ball game. We do not have the full injury report yet. However, the availability report is out. So we know based on the media availability, like during the viewing period that the media had at practice, who was there and who was not there. Of note, Devon Vele, these are players that were not at practice during the media viewing portion. Devon Vele, Mason Tipton, Alvin Kamara, Cesar Ruiz, and Asim Richards. So those 5 players were not out there. Certainly seems like the Saints will be without Vele and Kamara again. So 2 of their top offensive weapons not likely to be with the Saints this weekend. If by the time you get to Friday, if you haven't gotten out on the practice field yet, it's unlikely that you're going to be good to go and be able to play on Sunday. So we'll keep an eye on it when the full injury report comes out a bit later here in the show, and we'll talk about it. Terrio's here in about 45 minutes from right now. We are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Glad to have you with us. It's so interesting because right now, LSU, all of the focus for many of us is revolving around the future of the program. It's Lane Kiffin. It's building his staff. It's getting ready for the portal. It's guys going into the portal. We forget that in 8 days, LSU is going to play a game. So I know that the Texas Bowl has been relegated to something not of great significance or consequence, and I do certainly understand that. But LSU is going to play this bowl game, and as I always say, the most important part of the bowl game, if you're not in the playoff, is you get those 15 bowl practices. And right now, Tigers are back on the practice field today. It was their 7th bowl practice. And so I was able to make a few calls to kind of get a sense of how things are going. 95% of the game plan, as I understand it, is in. So at this point, it's fine-tuning, getting ready for the game. So there's 7 practices in. They are going to take the weekend off. They'll be back on Monday. They'll work out their lift. They'll meet, all that good stuff. And they'll have 4 practices next week. And then the Tigers will travel to Houston on Christmas Eve. So they will spend Christmas Eve, Christmas Day in Houston there for the Texas Bowl. So they'll leave Wednesday, Christmas Eve, for the game on Saturday there in Houston. There's a few personnel notes that I want to get to that I do think are very significant for LSU in this game. Number 1, Braylon Moore is back. So remember, Braylon Moore was injured after just 3 snaps in the Western Kentucky game. That was the home finale. So he suffered that injury, did not play against Oklahoma. Well, he is back. He's practicing and is expected to play here in the game against the University of Houston. It's interesting because Moore was injured twice this year. He was injured on the first snap against Louisiana Tech in week 2 and was still able to go the following week, which is amazing, against Florida. And then injured in that Western Kentucky game, just 3 snaps into that game, and then did not play against OU. I think it's a great sign that Braylon Moore is going to play in this bowl game. First of all, you need him. I mean, that's, as we've talked about, your worst position group on the team this year. And Braylon Moore was your best offensive lineman. So you can ill afford to have your best player at your worst position group go down. So that's significant. It is still to be determined if Braylon Moore is going to return next season. Don't know that yet. He has not made an announcement. He did not go through senior day festivities in that home game against Western Kentucky. So Braylon Moore, he's draft eligible, but he has another year of eligibility if he were to return to Baton Rouge, which I don't know what Lane Kiffin and Billy Glasscock's big board looks like, but it would stand to reason if you have an opportunity to return Braylon Moore, who's your best offensive lineman this year, you got to do it. I mean, a cornerstone piece right in the center of your offensive line, that would be massive. And the fact that he is participating in the bowl game is a really good indicator that he's not already opted out. I was also told that Nick Anderson is back and practicing. Now, Nick Anderson has played 9 games this year, but he has not been on the field since the Alabama game. And, this is one of those that's a bummer because, as we look at sort of the portal evaluation of the previous staff and this team, that's one where clearly, you've missed on the effectiveness. Right? There's a lot of places you hit in the portal. Like, you hit on Mansour Delane, you hit on A.J. Halsey, you hit on some key players. It's fair to say you missed on a lot of these offensive guys, especially the skill guys. Bauer Sharp, Nick Anderson. Look, Barry Brown was your leading receiver, but I think any of us would trade Bauer Sharp, Nick Anderson for 2 more starting caliber offensive linemen on this team. It might have been a very different season. But Nick Anderson hasn't played since Bama. He is back for this game, which is great, which would also be an indication that maybe he'll be back next year. Lane Kiffin and his staff are going through all those evaluations right now and sort of those retention conversations. So we'll see what that means for a guy like Nick Anderson. But he is a guy that needs to play. I mean, after having the explosive season 2 years ago at Oklahoma, missing all of last year, going in the portal, and then this season playing in 9 games and having just 12 catches for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, the biggest moment was the deflected touchdown that he caught against Ole Miss that put LSU on the board first. But 12 catches for 106 yards and 2 touchdowns. Like, I thought that might be a game for him. Instead, that was a season for Nick Anderson. So having Anderson back out there is good. Aaron Anderson, I think we've shared this with you, is not going to play. He's accepted an invite to the East-West Shrine game. He's still battling injury, so he's going to get healthy and go focus on getting prepared for the NFL draft. So you will not have Aaron Anderson, but you will have Nick Anderson back. And then the other one, I'm not sure if you saw the news here on Friday, but A.J. Halsey has accepted an invite to the Senior Bowl. And as I understand it, he is not expected to play in the bowl game. So he has, up until this point, been practicing, but he is no longer practicing with the team. He accepted that Senior Bowl invite. He has battled a bit of a shoulder injury all season, so he hasn't really been 100% all year. And as I understand it, maybe another part of this is that they're going to be playing against his former team, a lot of his friends, and I don't know that he wants to maybe be out there in that situation as well. So that's one to watch. He, again, as I was told, Halsey was not at practice today, the day he accepted the Senior Bowl invite. I do have a text out to his representatives to confirm this, but that's very much up in the air as to whether or not Halsey's going to play in the bowl game. At this point, I would suspect he will not play in the bowl game. And if he does not, that would mean Deshaun Spears and Tamarcus Cooley would start at safety for LSU in the bowl game. So just a few things to keep in mind. Tigers are a 3-point underdog against Houston, but the ESPN odds, the ESPN analytics have LSU as a 67.5% chance of winning the game. So while the odds makers in Vegas have Houston as a field goal favorite, the computers like LSU in this game more than they like the Houston Cougars. Houston's a 9-3 football team, LSU 7-5, but strength of schedule variant and just a different LSU team without Garrett Nussmeier, as we've seen with look, the offense was bad all year, but with Michael Van Buren running the show this last month, it's been really challenging to get anything going offensively. So in any event, just a few notes there as LSU continues their bowl preparation. 7 practices in for the Tigers. They'll take the weekend off. They'll be back out there on Monday with 4 practices next week, and the Tigers leaving Baton Rouge on Christmas Eve for Houston. All right, it's after further review. We're brought to you by Parish Construction and Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. Do business with someone you know. I had a good conversation earlier today with Matt Pearson, who's our commercial roofing manager at Parish. And, I think I told you this. I was having lunch at it was Jay's Barbecue on Government Street a couple days ago, and they needed a roof inspection. I was talking to Milton over there, saying, "Man, look, let me get our commercial roofing manager out here." So Matt Pearson went and checked it out, and it's all stems from not to be too technical, but insurance issue and things like that. You have to be able to be insured. You got to have a roof inspection, and anyway. And Matt was more than happy to get out there and do it, and give him an assessment and put it on Parish letterhead, and be a great community partner. So we're willing to help. And sometimes it doesn't always mean that there's work to be done. Maybe there is. We're going to be honest with you. Maybe you don't need a repair. Maybe you don't need a roof replacement. We're not going to force work on you or suggest something that isn't needed. We're going to be honest. We're local. We're happy to be here. And obviously, our group over at Parish, was really in the forefront of pushing the creation of the LRCA, which is the Louisiana Roofing Contractors Association, to try to get a lot of the bad actors out of this industry, which sometimes has a bad reputation. So we're ethical. We're here. We were voted the best roofing company in Ascension today. Actually, we just found that out, which is awesome. So we appreciate so much your trust, and we love to help you out. Roof repairs, roof replacements, gutters, soft wash, commercial, residential. We do it all at Parish Construction Roofing, parishbuilt.com, parishbuilt.com. All right, y'all, it is After Further Review. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Terry will be here in about 35 minutes from right now for hour number 2. Basketball Tigers are back on the floor tonight at the PMAC. Haven't played the PMAC in a solid month. They had the Thanksgiving holiday, and they did the neutral site tournaments, and they played a lot of neutral site games. So the Tigers haven't been at the Maravich Center for a month, and opportunity to get back tonight against Southeastern. So give you a little thumbnail preview of that coming up here in just a little bit. Let me knock out a quick break. We'll do that. We'll go around the SEC and get you set for tonight's game and the weekend ahead in the college football playoff. It's AFR.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Clegg's Nursery with 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Siegen near Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, and the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. Buy local, shop local, tell you every single day. This is your last shopping weekend, y'all. Last shopping weekend before Christmas. If you still haven't gotten something for everyone on your list, and you got maybe that hard to buy for person left on your list, get by Clegg's Nursery. Get so many options. You can get a Clegg's gift card, which is always a great option. Let them choose what they want. Citrus trees make an amazing gift. They can plant that citrus tree at their home, their office, wherever, and it's something that will quite literally bring value and joy for generations. Tuned wind chimes, bird feeders, hummingbird feeders. They have so much garden outdoor exterior decor. Check them out at any of the 4 Clegg's Nursery locations. Buy local, shop local at Clegg's Nursery.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim, which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Interesting story out of Austin where apparently Arch Manning is agreeing to take less money as part of the revenue share at the University of Texas to help them build a championship roster. It was Inside Texas is who reported it first. And there's no word on exactly what Arch got last year or what type of pay cut that he's taking, to what degree. I do think it's interesting, however, because there is, arguably no more resource-rich program in the country than the University of Texas. They have a very deep roster of billionaire boosters that will cut checks and that could certainly help give Texas whatever they need in this era or any era. If you need to pay a coach, if you need to pay staff, if you need to pay support staff, if you need to pay players, there's just no denying that Texas has all of those resources to be able to do that. Well, remember, we're moving into a new era of true third-party NIL, where it's no longer, I know I've said this often, but just to clarify it again, it's no longer sufficient just to have boosters fund your collective and then just indiscriminately write checks to players. You have your $20.5 million, of which most programs are committing roughly 75% of that, about $15 million of that 20.5 to football. So that sort of levels the playing field where everybody has that as your launching point to spend on your roster. Well, everything on top of that has to be true third-party NIL. Well, the fact that Arch is taking less, and I don't know how much less, but it is illustrative of even a place like Texas in this new era is having to be mindful of what they spend and how they spend it. Because there is, even if perceived to be, a salary cap. Because every brand deal you think you're going to push through for a player, a recruit, a portal target, isn't guaranteed to be approved by the clearinghouse. So I know we've talked about this plenty since Lane Kiffin, even before Lane Kiffin was hired, but LSU's plan in true third-party NIL was the thing Kiffin said over and over again was the differentiator. Said the money for him was equal or even a lot of places. But LSU's plan, not just to have money to spend in true third-party NIL, but the plan and the systems to get those deals approved is what put LSU so far ahead of everybody else. Like, I know last week we were talking about this Nike deal. And look, Texas is a massive brand. It's undeniable. We can laugh at what they haven't won in the last 50 years, but is Texas back? But the bottom line is they are a massive brand, and they are a wealthy school, and they are a Nike school. And Nike didn't choose to roll out their NIL program last week with Texas or Southern Cal or Michigan or Ohio State or other big, or Alabama, other big brands. They chose LSU because LSU has the infrastructure in place already to handle a lot of this. And LSU continues to be ahead of the times. Now, specifically with Arch, you're taking less money. How will that manifest for Texas? I don't know. I mean, I'm also sort of the belief that if you have willing rich people who are trying to funnel money to players. They're going to find a way to do it above board or not, and that's probably what's going to happen. Maybe that's a cynical point of view, but that's how college football operated for its entire existence until this NIL era. So I don't know how much it'll actually matter, but this is just another example and an illustration of even a place like Texas thinks it's significant to have Arch Manning take less so that they could direct those funds elsewhere in the roster. It's not about going to the boosters to say, can you give us more? It's about going to Arch Manning and say, can you take less? And so hat tip to Arch for being a team-centered guy. It's something Tom Brady did often during his time in New England, was he took less so they could keep building a roster around him capable of winning championships. It's something that you see break a lot of organizations. I mean, when we talked about it yesterday with Miami, 35% of the Dolphins' salary cap is tied up in Tua and Tyreek Hill. How's that working out for you? I mean, you look at Patrick Mahomes getting a $400 million contract. He's worth it. Absolutely he is. But you've seen a lot of key players from Kansas City leave over the years for more money, Tyreek Hill among them, for more money in other places. How much is that of that does it start to trickle down into the college ranks? Is something we're going to watch. So Arch taking less there at the University of Texas. College football playoff starts tonight. We'll talk about that in just a quick second. Let's hear from Kalen DeBoer as Alabama is at Oklahoma tonight. We'll get you some picks on those games in hour number 3. We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. Let's see, it is the 19th, meaning we have 12 days left in the year. My math right? Yeah, 12 days left in the year. The end of the year, end of the month, end of the year is always the best time to make a deal because you got to meet quotas. You got to move inventory. And at the end of 2025, they got to blow out the remaining 2025s to make room for the 26s. There's already 26s on the lot. So you want to go make a deal on a brand new 2026 Volkswagen, you could do it at Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. But you can always go check out right now the remaining 2025s and save big. Sign and drives going on, 0 down, 0 to it signing, no first month's payment, no security deposit. Sign your name with little else. You're driving away in a brand new vehicle from South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highland or southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. South Point Volkswagen, what's your direction? All right, it is after further review. Bama and Oklahoma tonight in the college football playoff. Kalen DeBoer meeting with reporters. Kind of give a little thumbnail here on his team's first CFP appearance here in the 12-team era.
I mean, I just know that across the board, the intensity is just so much fun to be a part of. The playoff environment and, just everyone, the support, whether it's your team inside, the support outside, this is what you work for. You work to get to this moment to where you got a chance to reach your goals. And, every day you're giving everything you can to give yourself the best chance to be successful. And so, you just got to make sure we stick to our process and every day, give everything you got. One thing that is, nice this week is, you're done with finals and guys are graduation and all that's taken care of. And so you're just really focused on football.
Kalen DeBoer, again, in advance of his team's game against Oklahoma tonight in Norman. Remember, these two teams played just a little more than a month ago in Tuscaloosa, and Oklahoma won that game 23-21. Notably, Oklahoma won the turnover margin that day 3-0. Ty Simpson threw a pick. Bama lost a couple of fumbles in that game. But what ailed Alabama in that game is what has consistently ailed them throughout this year, and that's been their inability to run the football. On that day, Bama ran 33 times for 80 yards, an average of 2.4 yards per carry. Now, Oklahoma didn't run it well either. They ran it 28 times for 74, which is 2.6. So neither team ran the ball. But it was Oklahoma, which had a pick six in that game, and then the three turnovers netted them short fields where they were able to ultimately convert enough to win. And in that game, Oklahoma's defense sacked Ty Simpson 4 times. They had 5 TFLs. So it was that Oklahoma defense that was the differentiator on the road in Tuscaloosa against Alabama. And both these offenses have just struggled, man. Alabama, while they averaged 31 a game, They are 117th in the country in rushing offense. Say that again. Alabama is 117th in the country in rushing offense. I say it often. It's just, this is not the same program that Nick Saban ran roughshod over college football for a decade and a half. And it's most evident on the line of scrimmage. They are just not what they were at the line of scrimmage. By the way, Oklahoma, 106th in the country in rushing offense. So you have two terrible rushing teams, two really good defenses. This is probably going to be another game where you're looking at turnovers, at field position, short field. Like, that's probably what's going to be the differentiator in this game, or the big play. Like we saw, Satania hit the big 60-yarder against LSU. Like, LSU's defense was great. They had 2 busts, cost them the game. That's probably something you're looking at in this game. By the way, here was Kalen DeBoer on his team's running game against Oklahoma.
We've had times where we struggled to run the ball, and thought that was a game where we communicated well. We blocked well. We did our assignment, and we kept building. And Jam was the part of that, and carried the load there, as well as Daniel, and getting some opportunities in that first game. And so you just really hope that us understanding what they do, I know there'll be some tweaks and adjustments they make. We will do the same, but you just really want to build, and two teams that, again, know each other. And so, you have your identity, but you also got to continue to find these little tangents that you can add to because, we know what they're working on, and they know what we're working on.
Kalen DeBoer, as the Crimson Tide and the Sooners get ready to do battle in the college football playoff tonight. It's 7 o'clock on ABC, and it is still, let's try to see an updated spread. It's still 1.5 OU, so it opened OU. It went to Bama 1.5. Has now gone back to Oklahoma, favored by 1.5. It is worth mentioning that a year ago in the first round of the college football playoff, all 4 home teams won their opening round games. Not only won, but covered. So all 4 home teams a year ago won and covered their opening round game. So we'll see if that trend holds as the sample size grows in this 12-team playoff. But Bama, Oklahoma tonight, A&M, Miami. There's 3 games tomorrow. A&M, Miami's the early game. Smart, because there's the NFL in the midday and the evening window. And the college football is choosing not to put their best game against the NFL. So A&M and Miami will go at 11 a.m. Ole Miss, Tulane will go at 2:30, and then the night game will be Oregon and JMU. And yeah, I mean, it is a West Coast game, but that's also going to be the nightcap because that's going to be a blowout. They just don't want that head-to-head against, or they don't mind with that being head-to-head against the NFL. So we'll see how the day goes tonight and tomorrow for college football. All right, it is After Further Review Thursday shows. Excuse me, it's not Thursday, it's Friday. It's brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Let me knock out a quick break, wrap up hour number 1 when we come back, and then Terry will be here in about 17 minutes. Stick around.
After Further Review.
We're brought to you by Parish Restoration, parishrestoration.com, parishrestoration.com. Kill mold, remove odor. They'll come by, spray that patented non-toxic dry fog treatment. I say it that way every day intentionally so you understand those 2 things. Patented, meaning nobody else can use it, and it's non-toxic dry fog. Non-toxic means it's safe for your family, for your pets, for your plants. Dry fog, meaning it's dry, it's not wet. You're not going to cut sheetrock or mess up your furniture, carpet, anything like that. So it is a more efficient, more effective, more cost-effective way of killing mold, sanitizing, removing odor, other harmful pathogens. My goodness, flu is going everywhere around this town right now. If it's running rampant in your school, your office, whatever it may be, let Parish Restoration come spray. parishrestoration.com, parishrestoration.com.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient. And the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Supreme Jasmine is premium American-grown rice. From local farms to your table, every grain is supreme. Pick up a bag of Jasmine or any other of our Supreme American rice.
My father, J.B. Faugu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Faugu.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I receive at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 17.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
I'm a big fan of pure progressions. I think from a quarterback perspective, it allows you to always have a starting point. There's a lot of things the defense can do, and there's a lot of different tools at your disposal. And certainly there's times in pre-snap or different looks that hey, I know where I'm going right now. But I think the value of pure progressions is it always gives you a starting point, always gives you a progression, and then allows you to go from there to the different things that you may want to utilize.
Kellen Moore talking a lot about Tyler Shuck, his development, working through progressions, a thing we've seen that the Saints rookie quarterback do exceptionally well, especially during this 2-game winning streak and during his 6 starts. He'll make his 7th start Sunday in the Dome against the Jets, where the Saints are a 4.5-point favorite. If you haven't seen it yet, the latest or the final injury report of the week is out. And as expected, there are going to be 3 there are going to be 3 Saints that are out, already ruled out. Alvin Kamara will not play. Cesar Ruiz will not play. Asim Richards will not play. Now, Richards, certainly that hurts from a depth perspective. Richards had replaced Fuaga at right tackle when Fuaga was injured. So Fuaga being back, that's lessened a little bit, provided Fuaga stays healthy and is able to go. But Kamara, Richards, Ruiz, they're out. Nathan Shepard, Mason Tipton, and Zaire Mitchell-Payton are all questionable for the game. Mitchell-Payton is a new injury report addition with a knee injury. He was limited on Friday. The good news, Justin Reed, full participant, he will play. Tyler Shuck, Devon Gottschall, both full participants. Gottschall was on the report because all season long he's had his veteran rest day. Shuck listed with a hip injury, but he's been a full participant all week. So that's the good news there. The Saints will be further weakened on the offensive line, right? You've been without Eric McCoy all season. You traded Trevor Penning earlier. You had the trade deadlines. You've had Dylan Raduns at left guard. And on the right side of the line, Fuaga's back, but now you'll be replacing Cesar Ruiz. So you've had a little bit of a turnstile there on the offensive line in a unit that's not been very good. So we'll see the direction they go this weekend, Sunday, against the Jets in the Dome. As for the Jets, their injury report, we had already known this week that that Mason Taylor was going to be out this week. Eric Watts also out, and Kiko Mawioga is also out. So the other notables, Justin Fields, Tyrod Taylor, both questionable for the game. So Brady Cook is going to start again, his second start here for the Jets. He's played the bulk of the last 2 games, however, but he'll get a second start this weekend with the Jets in the Dome against the Saints. Also, something that Aaron Glenn did say earlier today is that they do not expect Garrett Wilson. He will not play again for the remainder of the season. So this is a Jets team that is limping toward the finish line of another miserable season. They haven't made the postseason in 15 years. And right now, while we've talked a lot about the Saints and tanking, do you want to win games? Do you play for draft picks? You'll know where I stand on this. I've been very transparent. I want the Saints to win. I'm not concerned so much about the draft pick. Now, if Tyler Shuck stunk and you knew you had to draft a quarterback, then I'd want the highest pick possible. I would rather you win games proving that this thing is on the ascent, and then you're going to go into this draft not looking to draft a quarterback, but draft the best player that can help you. Look at the inverse of what's happening with the Saints and the Jets. 2 teams that last month were battling for the first overall pick. Now you look at the Jets, they're on to Brady Cook. They've shut down Garrett Wilson. They've traded off key pieces like Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams. And now you look at New Orleans, which over the last 5 weeks has been one of the best defenses in the NFL. They've won 3 of their last 6, 3 of the last 5, actually, with Tyler Shuck under center. And they're favored in this one and could very well be favored next week at Tennessee. And we'll see about at Atlanta. But the point is, you have 2 organizations that even a month ago we would have looked at and said they're on par. These were teams that were sellers at the trade deadline, trying to find a young quarterback that it can build around for the future. And right now, it's undeniable. You feel much better about the Saints today over the Jets than you did a month ago when they felt sort of even, when the Saints were in the midst of their worst losing streak since the Ditka era. So, yeah, it's a really refreshing spot to be, to actually have a little bit of optimism, which was not the case the first 2 months of this season. Speaking of Aaron Glenn, is a guy that was the Saints' top target. He was the guy that the Saints wanted to bring here to be their coach, and he chose to go to New York and coach the Jets instead. Here was Glenn on Tyler Shuck.
He was a guy that came in on a 30 visit and had a chance to talk to him. Obviously, he's an older rookie that came in, so the conversation was somewhat different than a true rookie of age. But a number of it just about situations, about his journey throughout college and the things that he's been through. And he's been through a lot of adversity. And so it doesn't surprise me that he's playing the way he's playing right now. Again, he was a guy that was on our list. He's a good player. We all know that. And I think he fits what they're trying to do very well.
Aaron Glenn and the Jets, I think the defensive collapse the last 2 weeks has probably been the most startling thing about the Jets, considering Glenn a defensive-minded coach. The Jets, despite their offensive struggles and not being able to find consistency at quarterback, have been a good defensive team. When Robert Saleh was there, you would assume Aaron Glenn going there, they would have continued to be a consistent defensive team. That just has not happened. And a big part of that, obviously, is trading away your best players. But you look at what the Jets did, which is an absolute abomination the last 2 weeks. Giving up 48 last week to Jacksonville, 34 against Miami. We'll see if Tyler Shuck and this offense can get going against this really struggling Jets defense. All right, we're brought to you by Evamore, EVAMOR, Evamore.com. Ontario's coming up right after the top of the hour. I want to remind you, though, I know it's a little bit of a warm-up today at 64, and we're going to hit the 70s next week. But when the temperatures drop, sometimes we forget the importance of staying hydrated. That's why I encourage you, do what I do. Grab a 64-ounce bottle of Evamore, carry it around with you all day. It's a great reminder to stay hydrated. Finish one of these. I'd like to drink 2 of them a day, but finish at least one of these a day. Stay hydrated. Help boost your immunity during the cold and flu season. You want to make sure you stay hydrated. It'll keep you healthy. And Evermore is a better form of hydration. It's natural artesian water, and it's a Louisiana product. EVAMOR, EVAMOR, Evermore.com, Evermore.com. Find the location, the retailer nearest you that sells it, or order it online at Evermore.com. All right, y'all, it is after further review. We will catch up on SportsCenter here and national headlines. When we come back, Terrio will be here to kick off hour number 2. Ryan's Letter, Kick Rocks, Nick Saban crushing the college football playoff. A lot to do. Stay here.
After further review.
Man, if you're sweating right now, understanding that Christmas is 6 days away and you still haven't gotten the perfect gift, I got a great idea. Go to Lee Michaels. You got 10 locations, 2 of them right here in Baton Rouge. Corporate Boulevard in Bocage, Mall of Louisiana, Lafayette, New Orleans, Shreveport. You can always check them out online at lmfj.com, lmfj.com. I was at Lee Michaels last week, the one on Corporate and Bocage, and, man, it was bustling. Went by the one in the mall. Drew and I go do our elevator rides every Sunday, so last Sunday was at the mall with Drew, and mall location, bustling. They got an amazing selection at Lee Michaels. Any of their locations. And it's not just, they have the best selection of beautiful diamond engagement rings, but they have everything else. Him or her, thrill her with a gift in the red box. From Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
This menu is a masterpiece, delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raisin Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raisin Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Children's School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm John Ryder. The highly anticipated college football playoff kicks off tonight in Norman with 8th-seeded Oklahoma facing the 9-seed Alabama. ESPN's Dan Orlovsky thinks the Sooners get it done with their defense.
I'm taking Oklahoma. This is a top 3 defense. I understand it's not Barry Switzer's OU, but this defense can go now. This is a defense, and you talk about who scores 20 or can you score 20. I think OU's given up 30 once this year. Ole Miss, Alabama's offense and Ole Miss's. I think they've given up 20 4 times. So this is a defense that you know, Alabama's not scoring more than 20 points in this game.
And every game of the college football playoff is right here on ESPN Radio and the app. Our coverage for tonight, Alabama taking on Oklahoma, starts at 7:30 Eastern. You can watch the game on ESPN and ABC. Gasparilla Bowl in Tampa, you can watch that one on ESPN. And NC State is blowing out Memphis 31-7 late in the third quarter. Earlier, Western Michigan pounded Kennesaw State 41-6 to win the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday from Unsportsmanlike. And just a reminder, we have you covered every weekday morning from 6 a.m. Eastern right here until 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
It's that Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You picture better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Down One Cigar Bar and Matt. Shut up, kid, Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Alondra Villarreal. And I can't. My voice is.
Is it still gone?
Bro.
It's been a while.
Terrio.
Shovels!
We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bro.
Dude, you've hurt your voice.
I know.
Man.
I don't want this to be like, I don't want the perception to be that my energy is down. My energy is not down. I just cannot. Like, I got an hour and 57 minutes till I'm off for 2 weeks. I need this time off.
Your voice needs a break.
Yeah, it does.
This has been a couple weeks.
Yes. And whenever it starts feeling good again, then like last night we had the Guarantee Christmas party. Delightful time. There's a band, and the band was way too loud. And so to converse with anyone, you just like scream to talk over the band. And so what I needed to do was go home and be on vocal rest. Instead, I was at the Guarantee Christmas party and like screaming over a band. Tuesday night, we were at Supper Club for their Lady of the Lake party. Same thing.
Yeah, you had to talk loud.
See?
Certain areas.
You keep doing that every night, and then you do a 3-hour show and a couple of podcasts, and like what I need to do is not talk.
You need to go on vocal rest.
Yes.
You can put your vocals in timeout.
I don't know how singers do like I was thinking about this. Taylor Swift did her Eras tour 3 hours a night. She's like 200 shows, whatever it was. Like, how in the hell did she pull that off? No idea.
No, you got to train for that.
You do. Like, dead serious. Like, you have to train your vocal cords to be able to do that.
Yeah. You have to train for it and then just not make a sound.
Yeah, I think so. The rest of the time.
Yeah. Bring your phone with you. You can type in words and show people where,
Mm-hmm.
Which is maybe what you should have done at the Christmas parties. If this happens again and you have a party, that would actually be a thing.
I like it.
Just bring an iPad with you.
Should have talked to you beforehand. It's a good idea. Look at you.
Yeah. It would be funny, too.
Yeah.
You could have some generic stuff. Merry Christmas. I can't talk right now. My voice is, So you could flash those up. But, I mean, if you got in a real conversation.
We went to today, St. Lillian Academy, shout out. Had their Christmas musical performance. So all the kiddos sang, the classes sang their Christmas songs. And the music enrichment teacher lost her voice. So she was playing the piano for the keyboard for the kiddos singing their songs, but she wasn't able to sing along or anything with them like that.
Did she have a stand-in? Was there a sub?
Yes. So another faculty staff member sort of introduced the classes and things like that. But she had like something written down to hold up for everybody to be like, and it actually, one of the kids read it and said, Miss so-and-so lost her voice. If you find it, let her know.
That's pretty good.
Yep. So everybody laughed because the little kid read it. Yeah. Anyway. So how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's been a good week. I like the week before Christmas. I'm pretty proud of myself and my bride. I think we're done pretty much Christmas shopping. I mean, there's a couple little last minute, it always happens that way.
Wow, that's surprising.
I know. I'm normally
you are
last minute.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not a shopper.
You're usually like calling me.
Yeah.
On December 23rd, like, hey, would you get Erica?
Would you get Erica?
Would you? Can I get that for Jonna? Where do you get that?
Yeah.
Like, that's usually the convo we have. Man, I got to get something for Macy.
Yeah. But it doesn't stress me out. I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm not a shopper. I'm a buyer. I walk in, I buy things, and I leave.
Yes, same.
Like, I am 10 minutes at most.
Yeah.
Even if I don't have an idea of what I want to get.
Yeah.
I'm in there. I see something. Boom. Give me that. Okay. How much does that cost? That. Let me think about it for a second. Yeah. You know what? Give it to me.
Throw it in the bag.
And that's it.
Yep.
So it doesn't stress me out. But that being said, actually, I have one of my nephews. I have to get his present, but I already know kind of what I'm getting him. I just don't have it yet.
Okay.
Anyway, so it's a fun time. This is my favorite time of the year. It's my birthday month, December 7th. And so also Christmas. Which is awesome. Celebrate the birth of our Savior.
Yep.
So I'm fired up about that too. And then the new year. Little pissed because it's warm outside, but that's okay. We'll get through it.
Oh no, I love this.
I know you do.
64 and sunny was so nice. So nice to go outside today and feel like a little warmth of the sun instead of like freezing wind whipping me in the face.
And it wasn't super hot, so I was okay with it today. Like humid or rainy.
And I got to wear this new shirt.
Love your shirt. Looks great.
Shout out to Snaps, by the way.
Yeah, no, not a shout out to Snaps because I haven't gotten one yet, and I don't know how to get one.
Buy them.
Well, I will, but I don't know how.
I bought like 5 of them.
Well, how do you get them? I don't know how to get them.
Snaps. There's a website. Go to snaps.com or whatever it is.
They have a store that I can just go in and buy?
No, it's online.
I'm not a shopper. I'm a buyer.
Then go online and type in Snaps and hit
and just
purchase.
Buy now.
They'll ship it to your house. It's easier than going into a store.
Okay.
I do like this one though. I got 2 new ones. This one and another one.
I like that a lot.
They sent me an LSU one, a couple of LSU ones last year, and I love the fit, the feel. So I bought like.
Could I borrow that? We may wear the same size, close.
There's a large. Yeah, this probably fits you.
Yeah. Anyway, but there is something that does happen this time of year that really pisses me off. Most everything is wonderful this time of year.
Yeah.
But there is one thing that I don't like.
Christmas music?
Rhino does not like it. Nope. I love Christmas music. Big Delilah guy.
Delandra.
But I would like to talk about one thing.
Okay.
And I don't mean to sound like a Scrooge here. But can y'all please stop sending out stupid Christmas cards?
Oh no. Why would you say that?
Don't send me a Christmas card with a picture of your extended family while y'all are on vacation in Seaside wearing all white as the sun sets behind you on the beach.
What if it's a photo of us in our neighborhood when it's cold outside?
Nope. With the leaves
right,
falling.
Erica, take the Terrio. No, you know what? We're sending it anyway, but I'm only addressing it to Jonna. Erica, change the label. Just send it to Jonna Terrio. Jonna, Houston, Macy, and Georgia Terrio. Omit Ryan.
I don't care that your kids are grown.
Oh, no.
And have great jobs. And they have kids. And your grandkid that turned 2 is a giant LSU fan. And he's wearing his Kiffin jersey. And I don't care that your cat had kittens and you feel the need to share that with everybody via Christmas card. I really don't care that you took a picture of little Johnny sledding down Perkins Road during the great snowstorm of 2025. It's not something that I care about, and I'm not going to put it on the fridge. So stop sending that crap out via Christmas cards.
Send me your cards. I want your cards.
Don't waste your time and your money sending Christmas cards.
I want your Christmas cards. You can send them to me. I want to see your family and how they're doing.
I don't.
I do.
If I wanted to, I would call you. Okay? And for some of y'all out there, and you know exactly who I'm talking to. No. I'm not going to say any names because you guys know. The Christmas card is a not so subtle flex.
I don't know if that's true.
Oh, yeah. It's the super thick card stock. You got like gold. You got the gold metallic outline.
Okay.
It's the multi-folding cards with lights. Maybe you hit the third or fourth fold and you open the thing up and Jingle Bells plays.
No,
you got pictures of all, it's a Louis Vuitton card.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
No, nobody has, I don't think we have any fold cards or any that sing. The people do two side, but the whole like card stock and the gold.
I get them. I get them. And you know what? Yeah. I get it. You're rich. Congratulations.
says the guy who's rich.
You can spend a ton of money on something that people are just going to throw away, but y'all don't realize it makes you look like a tryhard. Stop it. And I got something else to talk about with these dumb Christmas cards. Stop putting the filtered pictures. You look like you're 30 years younger. I literally saw you at Walgreens 3 days ago and you looked like E.T. And now I see a picture of you and you look perfect. Super, firm, smooth skin on this Christmas card. You're semi-jacked. The ladies are in great shape. I saw you with the yoga pants on. It looked like a Titleist golf ball when you were walking away, but you look like you've been at Yoga Lottie's for the last 6 years in this picture. You're not fooling anybody, especially not around Christmas. And stop saying happy holidays. It's Christmas.
It is Christmas. You're right.
It's not a holiday.
Well, it is a holiday.
It's Christmas.
It is a holiday, but it's Christmas. Yes.
I do hate, though, when people tell me a problem or they complain about something without giving me some sort of solution. So
I can't wait to hear this.
I've thought of a few for this situation. Just a couple. Just for something for you guys to think about. You can stop doing the dumb Christmas card stuff.
Okay.
First, if you want to spread Christmas cheer and show off your family,
sing loudly for all to hear.
How about y'all do what your grandparents did?
It's from Elf.
Go out caroling.
The best way to spread Christmas cheer is to sing loudly for all to hear.
A good round in the neighborhood singing "Oh Holy Night" or "Here Comes Santa Claus" does wonders for lifting up the Christmas spirits. You don't destroy the environment by creating dumb cards that people are just going to throw away, and you get a little exercise doing it. I'd say we bring back caroling. Be a good idea. What about a good old-fashioned candygram? Huh? Who doesn't love a good candygram? Who doesn't love a grown man showing up in an elf costume? Huh? Showing up the office or your house?
What?
A candygram?
What?
That'd be great. Much better than a dumb Christmas card.
I think you're talking about like a singing telegram.
Yeah,
not
a candygram.
No.
Yeah, I love a good candygram. We used to get them at Sherwood Middle. Yeah. Anyway, I hate Christmas cards. I love Christmas. Hate Christmas cards. I need you guys to do better. Don't send me any of them. I'm not going to send one back. And I'm also not putting it up on my refrigerator. Just FYI. I'm going to look at it, probably going to make fun of you, and I will probably judge you, and then I'm going to throw it away. Unless you're Erica, and unless it's the Mosconas. Sincerely, Ryan.
John Ontario. I'm going to kill you, Ryan. I want Christmas cards. We have no friends now. Send me your Christmas cards. I'm putting them all out. Send me the number. I'm calling in.
It's fake. They're fake friends, Jonna. FYI. They don't want to be your friend.
John,
they want to flex.
We'll call you after the break.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Duplessis Builders, duplessisbuilders.net. Duplessisbuilders.net. Big shout out to Derek Duplessis. He was part of our 12 Days of Christmas.
SO.
Very generous guy. Contributed and donated a pool for the Dreams Come True sweepstakes, the Dream Pool giveaway. Also, our 12 Days of Christmas, where we at Parish and Duplessis teamed up, each putting up $1,000 each for 12 different families to help make their Christmas a little brighter. And he'll build you a beautiful pool. Uses his engineering background to build something that will last. Go to duplessisbuilders.net, duplessisbuilders.net. You can hit the pick your pool option right there on the homepage. The same for the outdoor kitchens. Pools, outdoor kitchens. They can also do like your putting green in your outdoor space as well. So many options to beautify your exterior space. duplessisbuilders.net.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and First American Bank and Trust bring you the Heart of the Game Award, recognizing student athletes who deliver when it counts. Nominate your game day standout at 1045ESPN.com by the 21st. We'll choose 5 male and 5 female finalists, and then it's up to the fans to vote for the winners. Each winner gets a $250 gift card, a custom award, and the spotlight they've earned. Presented by First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
BRAC teamed up to reimagine your parks, and you imagined big. With your help, we went to work, creating 12 beautiful community parks across the parish. A family-sized water park, miles and miles of trails, and parks just for your dogs. There are more places to splash, to explore, to run wild, and even soar. You imagined, we delivered. Gold. BRAC, your #1 park system in the nation.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
And it's definitely not Nola Bounce, but I don't mind it. What we got, Alondra? I know it's Adele, but who's she mashed up with there?
I don't know. This is in a folder that Moose has that I'm just using. So
why doesn't he play this
I don't
ever?
know.
This is a good one.
Plays the same 6 songs every week. Jonna said she's not going to call in. She said, I don't want all that smoke. What does that mean? Like, you're going to give, like...
I don't know. She's shopping.
Oh. I like Christmas cards. I don't like taking the pictures because for our family, taking the Christmas card picture is a giant ordeal. Like Erica, you've known Erica a long time. She wants like everything to be like perfect, and with Drew, it's impossible. Like Drew doesn't understand what Christmas is. He doesn't understand we're taking a picture, so like you have to make him laugh to get a good smile. He doesn't just, you can't just say Drew smile and he's going to, cheese it up. Like, and then invariably we go out at like 7 a.m. because that's when the light is best. And it's like 30 degrees. It was one of those mornings a couple weeks ago where it was literally like 28 degrees. And I'm not wearing a parka because I'm wearing what I'm going to wear in the picture.
Yeah.
So I just have on like sweat pull on and I'm freezing. And the wind hits you and then it's just I'm like, this is not fun.
Yeah.
So I was like, Erica, next year, I don't care if we dress up in winter colors and all, but we are taking our pictures in August.
That's a good thought.
We're going to take our pictures in August, so it's done. And then it also happened where, like, as she was scheduling the pictures this year, we had to bump the date like twice because one day, I think, she had something come up, maybe like Erica was sick or something like that. And then another time it was raining. And so we couldn't do it that day. So it got delayed. I'm like, we're doing this like in August next year. So it's just done.
I'm trying to think what I would rather someone do to tell me Merry Christmas rather than a Christmas card. That's what I'm thinking about right now. And I think a text message and or a call would do it for me.
Text is so impersonal.
What if you just took a picture of your family and then text the picture?
Nah.
And then when I get
who sends you the best Christmas cards?
Kerry Wood. He wins every year.
Kerry Wood?
Kerry Wood wins.
20 strikeouts, Kerry Wood?
Yes, every single year.
What does he do?
Kerry is super rich. And how
much did he make in his career?
I don't know.
I'm going to look this up.
But he made it a long time ago, and I'm sure he invested really well. And and Woody's great, by the way. Awesome. Wife's awesome.
Woody.
Whole thing.
How about Kerry Wood's net worth? Guess. Estimated net worth.
25.
30 to 40.
Yeah, but that's but you don't know how this dude invests. I mean, you got to remember he was him.
How is that
at
possible?
Like
he signed a
21
multi-year deal. He signed 5-year $80 with the Cubs and a $20 million deal with the Yankees. So $120 million in career earnings. How does he make $120 in career earnings?
Yeah,
there's taxes and agent fees, and I get all that stuff. But you would think.
Well, his Christmas card says he's worth $10 billion because it's a Christmas experience. Like, I opened it up one year, Santa Claus jumped out, I sat on his lap, told him what I wanted, he jumped back in. Like, I mean, dude, it's like there's music going, there's, his gorgeous kids are there, like, his animals are perfect, and like, oh, bro. I'm like, okay, dude, I get it. Okay, see, like something like that right there?
Jonna just texted the group.
Yeah.
It's all the Terrios in your, like, was it funny Christmas sweaters?
Yeah, like that. That's all. That's what I need.
Why wouldn't you send that out to everybody?
I'm not sending that out via mail, snail mail. Not happening. I could just send you a picture of that. Be like, hey, Merry Christmas, love y'all. Like one of those things. And you know what's uncomfortable too, man? Because I know what this is about. When people that you talk to a lot, all the time, they send you the text or they call you, say, hey, man, what's your address?
It's a subtle way of saying you're getting a Christmas card.
Yeah. And my response, I want my response to be, bro, like,
save the stamp.
Don't send me a Christmas card.
Yeah.
But I can't because that's super rude.
I always say whenever people ask that, I'm like, well, it's either sending me a Christmas card or you want to know where to light the bag of poo on fire, like in Billy Madison.
I would rather the bag of poo on my front doorstep than you send me Christmas cards.
That's not true.
That is 100% true. At least I could get a good laugh out of that. You know?
So if I go to your house this weekend and bring a bag of dog poo and I set it on fire, you're good with that?
Yeah. I think it'd be hilarious. I think it would be a good, I'd get a good laugh out of that. I would. I'd video it, burning, smelling. I would post that, tag you. It'd be great.
Tag you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But if there's something in your Christmas card that I can make fun of, I mean, I'm just telling you guys, like, this is what's going to happen. When you send me a Christmas card, I'm going to pick this thing apart. Okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you that, but I'm judging. I'm judging you guys.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Always watching, judging. You know what? If you don't like Christmas cards, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
a perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah. Okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that.
Get on down the road and kick rocks.
I got a big fight, fist fight about to take place. Big fist fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, heard about it.
The stupidest thing in the world.
What is?
That fight.
Why?
Because if Jake Paul even gets one lick, if he even hits him one time, then it's so stupid. He shouldn't. Anthony Joshua should wipe the floor with this guy, but he won't.
I think Jake Paul is actually respectable. I mean, he's not a championship caliber boxer, but he's a respectable fighter. Bring in Alondra. She's got great takes on this stuff.
Okay.
She's as big a fight fan as anybody I know.
All right.
Super informed and watches a ton of fights.
Well, give it to me then.
I just think it's really funny that they both have two first names. It's just like a all first
How about
name
that? See, how about that take?
match.
How about
like it's just Anthony Joshua, Jake Paul, just the battle
See?
of first names.
You can't trust a man with two first names.
No.
So I've heard.
I think there's a no knockout clause though.
So how is it even a real fight if there's a no knockout clause?
I think all the fights that Jake Paul does has a no knockout clause.
What does that even mean? You can't hit him hard?
Yeah.
Or he can't hit you hard?
Both. Like you can't knock the other one out. I guess you get DQ'd if you do.
Remember when Mayweather, who did he sleep and held up? Was that one of the Pauls?
Yeah, it's probably this guy.
Or was that Connor when he fought him?
I don't
You
think
remember
it was
that?
Connor, but
Who was
maybe
it?
it was one of the Pauls.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a moment where he caught him on the chin
Yeah.
and went limp, and it would have ended. And he kind of caught him, held him up, and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
get back up."
They probably had the no knockout clause.
Tapped him on the cheek.
Hey, bit. Hey, bit.
Hey, guy. So if you plan on watching that fight, you can kick rocks.
Yeah, I'll kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Alondra's in.
I'm probably going to watch it too. The Saints can kick rocks. Stop winning football games.
No, stop
You're messing up your draft status and where you take guys, so stop winning, please. Although the quarterback can get a hug, I think he's done
That's what
okay.
I'm talking about, man. Wouldn't you rather have a team winning games and having the quarterback playing well?
Yeah, no, I want the quarterback to play great, but I want him to lose the game. That's what I want.
Man. And then you win, and then you can go talk to free agents and be like, look at us.
Yeah.
Come on. Arrow's
Nah.
pointing up over here.
No, that's not what I want. I want him to. I want the quarterback to play really good, and I want him to lose, and so they can stop. Please stop winning games. The Pelicans can kick rocks.
Get on down the road and kick
why?
rocks.
I don't know. They stink, and I want them to. I actually want them to go away. Is what I want to happen.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't like losers. I do have
The
two hugs.
Rockets last night.
I do have two hugs though.
So, but I didn't see the Pels last night. Apparently, they had a big comeback because we had the guaranteed Christmas party. So I didn't see a minute of the game or the NFL game last night, which was super controversial. You saw the 2-point conversion. Of course, you didn't see it. Never mind. I'm not talking about. You were watching the History Channel last night.
Yeah. What time was that?
How are things going on in with Genghis Khan?
No, I watched a program about the Book of Job last night. Actually, it's pretty good.
The Book of Job is.
So, I mean, that guy's Let me tell you something about Job.
He
This guy.
went through the ringer.
Bro, you want to talk about some stick-to-itiveness.
No doubt.
Job.
Survivor.
He stuck to it.
Loves the Lord.
I mean, he wasn't giving in.
He's with it.
Anyway, that's what I watched. Hey, I got a couple hugs. Can I do that?
Yeah, please.
I want to give Philip Rivers a hug. Because I thought that was awesome and funny. And he threw the ball like a 44-year-old. I also want to give my little brother and one of my favorite humans on the planet, Reed Brignac, a
How
hug.
about it?
I want to give
Bro, how about Reed Brignac?
Pride of Ascension Parish, Reed Brignac.
I'm looking it up. Hang on, I'm going to get the graphic for you, Paulie. Hang on.
Former big leaguer. Should have won Rookie of the Year. They screwed him. Awesome major league career. Transitioned into coaching. Not only was he the league manager of the year in AAA, but he was also the minor league manager of the year. That's every minor league team.
Baseball America. There it is right there. Can you pull that up, Paulie? I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there you go.
Manager of the year,
And
Reed Brignac.
Minor League Baseball Manager of the Year. He's going to be a big league manager. He's got to be on his way, right?
This guy's a 1,000,000% going to be a big league manager.
Love
and I could gushing with pride. This dude is awesome. And I couldn't be more happy for him and his family. So I want to give Reed Brignac a huge hug. That's it. That's
I
all
want
I
to give
got.
Ruckus a hug for their awesome sneaker release they did last week.
Oh, yeah.
The Mallards, the
yeah.
Duck Hunt. I didn't get them, but.
Oh, we have a couple pairs. You have a pair over there.
What?
Yes. I'm sorry. I should have told you.
Bro, I just got goosebumps.
You have a pair over there?
Are you for real?
I'm for real.
Because I couldn't make the release party.
No, hold on. Let me just confirm.
Well, no, you can't walk it back now.
Well, let me see.
You just did that on air. And if you're going to walk this back, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Hold on.
No, you know what's going to happen? If you're walking this back, you're going to buy him secondary for me.
Okay. Just hold on, pal. Just
Shout out
hold
to
on. Hold on there,
Ruckus.
pal.
Ruckus103.com. What?
Yeah. I have pairs for you and Matt at the shop.
Wow. Is that Jalen? Let's LFG.
How's that make you feel? They did some awesome videos.
Oh, my God.
That was
for
cool, yeah.
real?
I mean, that's what it said.
Bro, the New Balance collab they did on the Voodoos were awesome. Like, that might be
Yeah, we got
like my favorite pair that I own. And I saw the Duck Hunts, and I'm like, oh, I love that so much. But I didn't get them.
But you did get them.
But I did.
Yeah.
Without even trying.
Merry Christmas, man. That's what I do for you.
That.
Yep. I mean, that's what? That's what friends do for each other.
You know what? Because you did this for me.
You give me a hug?
No.
Give me a shirt off your back.
You can have this shirt if you want it. I'm not sending you a Christmas card.
Thank you.
And I'm going to burn some poo on your doorstep this weekend.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. We're brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. You want to tell people about Relief Windows?
Well, you know how I feel about Relief Windows.
How do you
Everybody
feel?
should know how I feel about Relief Windows.
Any opportunity I have to say fewer words
Yeah, so here's
over the next hour and 27 minutes, I'm going to take that opportunity.
Yeah, so
Alondra's like,
look,
I've been listening to this idiot complain about his voice for like a month now.
So I met Brandon and Adrian many years ago.
Yeah.
And so I've kind of watched this thing grow. And craftsmanship is there, obviously. Customer service is there, obviously. They sell windows. Okay, everybody knows that. You talk about that every day. But here's what you don't know. Is you make a friend for life with Relief Windows. The lifetime warranty is a true lifetime warranty. They warranty something that breaks, by the way.
Yeah.
Glass breaks, windows break. He's basically saying, I'm going to give you this thing that's going to break, and then I'm going to come replace it, and I'm not going to charge you anything. And I've experienced that multiple times.
Yeah, I know.
And they've come out to the house and replaced the windows. They clean up after themselves. You never knew they were there. Wonderful company, Baton Rouge company, local company. If you need windows, call Relief Windows.
288-8138, ReliefWindows.com, ReliefWindows.com, ReliefWindows.com. By the way, they're not just Baton Rouge. They're all over the Gulf South. ReliefWindows.com. Okay. Nick Saban crushed the college football play. Have you heard that?
I did see that.
Okay. If you haven't heard it yet, Saban went on McAfee. He crushed James Madison in the playoff. We'll let you hear that, and we'll react to it next. It's AFR.
AFR.
Tell you every single day, if you're thinking about selling your home, you need a realtor, you need Darren James. Agent225.com is the website, agent225.com. Hey, I want you to do this because, look, we're heading into the holidays, a lot of downtime. This is an awesome feature on Darren's website. If you have not taken advantage of it, I want you to do this right now. Go to the website, agent225.com. You'll see on the homepage, bottom right of the homepage, or if you're on mobile, just scroll. You'll see where it says home value. All you have to literally just hit home value, type in your address, type in your physical address, and in seconds, using local market data, boom, it'll pop up a real-time current estimate using local market data, not the big national site, local market data to give you an accurate price of what your home is worth today. It's the home value tool. It's at agent225.com, agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I receive at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
With all the delicious chicken finger options, it was an impossible decision.
How about a box combo? Good. Now what can I get for you?
No, I want a Caniac combo with extra cane sauce, no slog, 2 extra toast, and a half sweet tea, half lemonade.
Celebrate the holidays with Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
What song is this? What's that called?
Loose as a Goose?
Who is that? That's
Boosie.
That's Boosie? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, you can keep it going. So I was scrolling TikTok. All good stories start like that, don't they, Delandra?
I love TikTok.
I know, me too.
I just got on it.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
God, I've been on TikTok. I was on TikTok when it was like Musical.ly.
You were. I remember that.
I'm ahead of the game on
Yeah. I was trying to
adoption
keep
of social
China out
platforms.
of my life, but
You what?
I was trying to keep China out of my life, but it's just
they're
inevitable.
they're all listening. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But I was scrolling, and it's the scene from Peanuts, Charlie Brown, like where they're playing it, and they're all dancing and all.
Yeah.
It's like if Peanuts were from Louisiana, and it's the scene of them dancing, but it's this song. And so when you're
perfect,
dude, it was so good. I laughed my ass off. I had to go show Erica. Like that's how. Like if I really get rolling on a TikTok and I gotta go show Erica, I send it to my buddy Ski. I should have sent it to you. You'd laugh at it. I definitely didn't send it to anybody. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I gotta see that.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Okay. So Nick Saban was on McAfee today. College football playoff starts tonight. Alabama, Oklahoma, 3 games tomorrow. 2 of those games tomorrow involve G5 schools that are gigantic point spreads, and they're going to be blowouts. Nick Saban's on McAfee earlier today, and he says this.
Look, would we allow the winner of the AAA baseball league, the International League, whatever they call it, I don't even know the name of it, would you let them in the World Series playoffs?
I don't think they do. No, I don't think.
No, they don't, but I'm saying, but that's the equivalent of what we do when JMU gets in to the college football playoff and Notre Dame doesn't. I mean.
All right, give me your take.
I mean, he's 100% right. Like, it's a not only, but Saban is one of a few that could say that and get zero backlash because he, of all people, knows, and it's true. Like, it is. I'm not saying Notre Dame could win it or any team that was left out, However, just give them a bye. Just give whoever's playing, give Ole Miss a bye.
No.
And give whoever else a bye because it's not going to be a game. You're only risking injury. Like, it's dumb. I mean, it really is stupid. I agree with Saban.
No, I don't agree with give him a bye. But what I want is I want an actual representative playoff. But the G5, and y'all, I've said this for years, I'm a college football elitist. If James Madison stopped playing football, if they disbanded their football program tomorrow, I wouldn't care. Same with Tulane, no disrespect, or Central Michigan. I don't care. If they never play football again, I don't care at all. Not a lick. There's not an ounce of my being that cares.
And you know what? Unless you went there or your kids go there, nobody else cares either.
Probably so. These are a lot of things that I have screamed about here for years, and I've gotten pushback for a lot of years on this stuff, but it is all coming to fruition. The G5 is not the same as the power schools. You can absolutely have one-offs where a good G5 can win a game against a bad Power 4. That can happen. One-offs happen. But can a G5, if James Madison played a Power 4 schedule, would they be in the playoff? Unequivocally, no. Unequivocally. Same with Tulane. So we can't look. It is absurd. This is the thing that I've railed on college football forever about. When people talk to me about the sacred regular season and all this crap, it's garbage. We allow ourselves to be force-fed this nonsense because of our love and passion for this sport and the teams that we care about. So we buy all these stupid mantras about the most meaningful regular season, the tradition of the bowl game. It's just crap. It is garbage. None of it means anything. This has literally just been a vehicle for 150 years for old men in ugly blazers to make money under the guise of a 501c3 nonprofit. It's a racket. The bowls are stupid. Everyone's seeing it now, and we're getting closer and closer to what is a true playoff system. Like, Rhino, what if? What? What if in 2012 we just decided, you know what? 2011, better example. We just decided, you know what? I know you played 162, but instead of looking at records and the job you all did to win late and get in, we're just going to have a committee, and we're just going to let them decide who they think are the best two teams from the AL and the NL, and we're just going to let them just pick who they think are the best, and they're going to go play a game, and then we'll have a championship.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have a ring for that year because we wouldn't have gotten in.
It would be stupid.
Mm-hmm. That would be dumb.
Why are you playing games?
That would be dumb.
It has to matter. And college football is stupid. But when Nick Saban will go up there and say things like that, which is why I'm glad, because he'd never say it when he's a coach. But now that he's in his current role, he can go on McAfee and say say what we all know, which is it is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And your point about, well, Notre Dame might not have won it, that's, first of all, I think incorrect, but also irrelevant. Who is worthy of, who has earned access to this playoff field? And you cannot tell me that a team playing a G5 schedule is worthy of being in the playoff. They are not.
No, it's a AAA team getting in.
But what we have done is, for the sake of financial, for financial reasons, we have put together the FBS, which includes 80 teams that have no business being competing against each other, because James Madison will never be LSU. Tulane will never be Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, whoever. Never. There's just, the resources are not the same and never will be. They're not the same thing. But the G5 doesn't want to go have their own playoff because they make more money getting their microscopic portion of the college football playoff revenue allocated for them than they would if they were to go create their own playoff. Now, competitively, they would be better having their own national championship, but there's not as much money. So what do the old rich people making all these decisions do?
In the bad Blazers.
This is what they do. So I'm happy Nick Saban said it.
Yeah.
And I'm hopeful we are getting closer and closer to a reality where we do not grant the G5 inclusion in the playoff, where we have an actual playoff of the 16 best teams. One plays 16, two plays 15, and so on. And you play a real playoff like every other sport in the world.
Matthew.
Rhino.
Let me ask you a question. In order to get to that scenario, you need to create exactly what they have in the professional scenario with NFC, AFC, American League, National League. You have your regional, and you have a set amount of teams, and then that's how you. And so is that something that you're envisioning? Where
I've been saying that for years.
Yeah, so
you're just going to have college football.
Yeah.
It's just like the NFL,
Yeah,
or you're just going to have college football. Not every conference having
SEC,
its own TV deals.
No.
No, there'll be regionality for scheduling purposes, but you're just going to have college football. The 40, 50 teams, and those 40, 50 teams have one grant right and go do the TV deal like that instead of conferences having their own TV deal. We're heading there. Absolutely. Been saying that for a decade. We're getting there. Okay, Ask Ryan to wrap up the hour next.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. I was talking to Andrew today about this earlier. Because, listen, you know somebody, probably you, but even if not you, you know somebody that's on hormone replacement therapy. And if you ask them their experience, they're probably going to tell you, I've never felt better. I have better energy. I have mental clarity. I can build muscle. I can burn fat. Libido's better. All of it. It's, as we age, every one of us, our body naturally makes less of the hormones that contribute to how we feel. Well, you can safely and affordably supplement to get to healthy levels. Then the question is, who do you call? Well, you call Goodwood, because they're going to give you the lowest prices, never any contracts. There's no membership fees, which is ridiculous. Like if you're paying, I'm telling you, if you were paying a membership fee at your HRT clinic, you need to switch. You need to leave immediately and call Goodwood. YourGoodwood.com. That's YourGoodwood.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
In South Louisiana, you can always count on good people coming together to help our children.
At Dreams Come True, we grant wishes for Louisiana children with life-threatening illnesses. But to do this, we need funds.
That's why we're trying to raise $100,000 for Dreams Come True by giving away the Blessed Builders School.
Make your backyard's dream come true while helping our kids.
Just go to dreampoolla.com and you can find out how your $25 donation might help win you a Duplessis pool.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I receive at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
Lockmair to Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Wrapping up hour number 2. Get your questions in for Terrio. You can email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Ask Ryan, can we have college-aged football? I don't need to watch 27-year-olds play against 19-year-olds.
That's a thing, too.
Are there any 27-year-olds? That's a gross exaggeration. How about this? Let's stop letting 16-year-olds go play college football. How about
that? Look, I think it goes both ways.
Eric asked Ryan, colonoscopy or kicked in the Jimmy? Pick one. That's easy.
Yeah, colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. You're
all day long.
You're
You
out.
go to sleep,
You're
wake
asleep.
up, you're good.
Yeah. What are you talking about? It's the easiest one ever. Ray asked Ryan, would a coaching change or recruiter leaving have affected your choice to go to LSU?
That's a good question. The coaching change, yeah, probably. But I don't know, because I always dreamed of wearing that uniform. So, man, that's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
Ask Ryan, if you put tint on your car windows, is that glass cock blocking? Glass cock blocking. Got it. That's not funny. That's trying way too hard.
Somebody put a lot of thought into that. I don't hate it.
Yeah, that's.
I don't hate it.
Thomas, ask Ryan. Thanks for the candygram. Now I've got to watch Blazing Saddles. Happy Hanukkah. Matt, ask Ryan. $40 million isn't loaded?
$40 million is loaded. Yeah, absolutely. Who said that wasn't loaded? That's really
He's asking.
Yeah, no, that's super loaded. There's not a lot of those walking around.
I don't get some of these. I don't know what people are writing about here.
Yeah, it was a half day at work today.
Man, I don't understand. Like, it is a lot of people out there doing.
It's a half day.
Oh yeah,
You got to cut them some slack.
AFR.
We're brought to you by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. You're partnered with Our Lady of the Lake over at Traction.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Our Traction is Our Lady of the Lake is actually like Traction.
Well, I drove by Traction yesterday, as a matter of fact, and the sign out front on the Gardere side is now Traction Sports Performance, Our Lady of the Lake.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Of course, also a championship health partner of LSU Athletics. When you think of LSU, think of Our Lady of the Lake. When you think of Our Lady of the Lake, think of LSU. They are synonymous. They are so interwoven. I'm really excited. Can't wait for the new arena to get built, which, of course, Our Lady of the Lake has already agreed to the naming rights for Our Lady of the Lake Arena, which is going to be awesome whenever that's built finally. But in the meantime, whether it's champions on the field, the court, in the classroom, or everyday champions like you and me, Our Lady of the Lake expanding healthcare all over Louisiana, part of the FMOL health system. Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, together we roar.
Trust isn't given, it's earned. On the field, I trust my team. For my healthcare, I trust the lake.
Our Lady of the Lake sports medicine experts know what it takes to improve performance and build champions at every level. That's why LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner, trusting Louisiana's best medical team to care for our state's best athletes. From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
I trust the lake.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, iron workers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm John Ryder. The much-anticipated college football playoff starts tonight in Norman. The 8th-seeded Oklahoma Sooners hosting the number 9 seed Alabama. ESPN college football analyst Booger McFarland on what to watch for in this big-time matchup.
You think about Brett Venables' defense against Kane Womack's defense, blitzing turnovers. Who can get explosive plays and which offense can limit the turnovers? That's going to be key. It's a defensive battle, but the offense is going to have to get a big play here, a big play there, or get some turnovers or create some turnovers if you're on the defensive side of the football.
Number 8, Oklahoma taking on number 9, Alabama tonight on ESPN Radio and the app. Coverage starts at 7:30 Eastern. You can watch the game on ESPN and ABC. NC State wins the Gasparilla Bowl as they hammer Memphis 31-7. Wolfpack finish up at 8-5. NFL, Patriots leading tackler, linebacker Robert Spillane out for Sunday night's game against the Ravens in Baltimore with a left ankle injury.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock! You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again. Guess who's back, back again.
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio.
Let me find out you wearing spanks that hide your gut. Let me find out your
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Landra Villarreal. Look, I'm doing the best I can.
Yep,
right?
yep. That was better.
We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there, make it a good one. Yo, bro.
Yo, bro.
So, this is my last hour.
This is it.
And then I'm out for 2 weeks. If you're new, thank you for being there. But I always take off the final 2 weeks of the year leading into Christmas week and New Year's week. We get a lot of days off for like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. So I just take off those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So after today, you won't see me again until the new year. I mean, I'll still do Locked on LSU. I'll still do Morning Scone. I'm just not going to be doing AFR for the next 2 weeks. So I'm not completely gone, but I won't be on AFR for 2 weeks. I need it.
You need a break, man. You need to rest your voice.
I need that.
You need to rest your voice. You need to recharge the batteries. You know?
My batteries stay pretty charged. I'm good there. It's not that. It's really my voice.
Yeah.
But the last, I was having this conversation yesterday. And actually over today at the parish office, I was talking to Andrew, and it's been, the last 2 months have been as busy as just the whole firing Kelly, everything that transpired. Yeah. Governor hiring a new president, Verge, all of it. And then all the Kiffin stuff, which was very atypical, right? That was an unorthodox hiring cycle. It was a lot. It was a lot. So looking forward to getting a little downtime. Watch the Tiger. I might go. You want to go to Houston for the game?
For what game?
The Texas Bowl, LSU and Houston.
No thanks.
It's next Saturday. You want to come with?
Yeah, no.
Why not? Do you think Houston Terrio would go with me?
Yeah.
Wake up on Saturday, drive, watch the game, stay, come home on Sunday.
Yeah, I think he would. But I mean, Yeah, no, I'm good. I mean, what day of the week is that?
It's a Saturday.
Saturday, December the what?
27th?
Yeah, no, that's my anniversary.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Anniversary of what?
My bride and I's wedding anniversary.
Oh.
Yeah.
Eyes isn't a word, except for the eyes in your face.
Yeah. So that's what that is.
Huh.
Yeah. So I can't go, but I mean, Houston would go. I think maybe. Do you think they're going to win?
Yeah, honestly, I do. I think LSU offensively has been really bad. Well, they've obviously been really bad this year. But I do think LSU is a more talented team than U of H. And so much of success in bowl games now has to do with like opt-outs and buy-in. Like who's playing in the game and who wants to be there. So like, do you have a commitment from your roster to play and to play hard? And honestly, this is a huge compliment to Frank Wilson. Like, from the time he took over as interim, they didn't have any opt-outs. Now, there's some guys that are not going to play in this game due to injury. Like Mansour Delane, wisely, is not going to play. He's been dealing with a core thing all season, as we've learned, and like he has the potential to be a top 10 pick. He needs to be healthy. I get that. I was told today A.J. Halsey, who accepted a Senior Bowl invite, it is not expected that he'll play. I think he's just going to go get ready for the draft. But, man, you got Braylon Moore back. You've got Aaron Anderson's not going to play, but you got Braylon Moore back. You've got Nick Anderson coming off an injury as well. I mean, Caden Durham, Harlem Berry, Berrien Brown. I mean, all these guys are there. All the defensive players. I think Jack Pyburn's opting out, but everyone else I think is in. So, Witt's not going to play. So, I mean, you are down some key guys, but these are all some guys that have just been kind of on the shelf for a lot of this year.
Yeah.
So the guys you've counted on for the bulk of the year are going to be there. So, yeah, man, I do. Like, LSU's a 3-point underdog, but the computer metrics have at ESPN give LSU a 65% chance, 67% chance, I think, maybe of winning the game. So I do. Yeah, I think defensively, LSU should have a great game plan. And, hopefully offensively they can hit some big plays. And if they do that, I think they got a chance to win.
Is there the new coaches that are here? Are they going to do any of the bowl install stuff?
No, so it's the existing staff.
So could they?
Sure, they could.
Yeah,
that's not totally unprecedented. Whenever when Brian Kelly got the Cincinnati job, he actually was the head coach in the bowl game at Cincinnati. I mean, this is years. It was before he was at Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not totally unprecedented where that does happen from time to time. But no, he's not going to. The new staff isn't coaching at all. Lane Kiffin's been out there observing a few practices, but it's Frank's team. It's the existing staff that's out there to finish the season. It's just a weird thing how the dynamics play out in during bowl season with coaching changes because of how the calendar goes.
Got you.
All right. Let's we got 4 first-round college football playoff games. Do you have our college football pick'em music?
I probably do if you give me a second to look.
Okay. We have 4 games.
Yeah, let's pick them. Let's do it.
I don't know if it's on there, if he plays it off the computer.
What is it?
Usually it's just the CBS college football theme, which is no longer the SEC on CBS. It's the Big Ten on CBS theme. You want to just sing it?
No, I got it. Sorry.
There we
This
go.
one?
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
You could always do loose as a goose again.
That's a good idea too. You want to do
You
that?
tell me what to do. I can do that.
It's a good song.
All right, let's do loose as a goose. It's way better. Let's do that to pick.
Okay.
All right. I know Paul co-signs.
Do you have Do the Ratchet by any chance?
Which one?
Do
The Ratchet.
The Ratchet.
Not on the.
Okay, that's fine.
Not in the folder, but I can look it up.
Yeah, it's a wonderful song.
All right, here we go.
Put together great.
We got 4 games here in the first round of the college football playoff.
All right.
Start tonight with Alabama against Oklahoma. Can you turn that up a little bit?
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. Let's be mindful of like people driving when your engine's rumbling. Like we're wearing headphones, we can hear, but if you're driving your car, the engine's rumbling, you can't hear that. You gotta crank it up a little. Give me a little more, Alondra. Crank that up. All right. Alabama, Oklahoma.
Give me Alabama here in this one. I don't want them to win. I think they're a more complete team. I think Oklahoma's offense stinks.
They're a more complete team?
I think Alabama's better offensively than Oklahoma is defensively.
Oh, God. I don't think you've watched Oklahoma play at all this year.
I watched them play LSU.
So
LSU ran the ball on them, which was crazy to me. And
you what?
LSU ran the ball on them in the second half, which was crazy to me. They did. If they had ran the ball in the first half, they'd have won the game, but they didn't.
Oklahoma is 7th in the country in scoring defense at 13.9 points per game.
I mean, I realize what the computer says. I'm just saying what my eyes say.
Oklahoma went to Tuscaloosa this year and put Alabama's offense in a figure 4 leg lock, which they're going to do again, by the way.
I hope so.
In Norman. I think this is a hideous football game that will not be in any way aesthetically pleasing. But both teams have big playmaking receivers. Like, people want to talk about Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard. Well, Oklahoma has Satane. I mean, they've got the same. It's the same thing. They're very similar teams. Neither team can run. Both teams have quarterbacks that have been hot and cold this year. Both teams have really good defenses. The difference is this game's in Norman. I mean, a great defense in Norman. Yeah, I've already beaten Alabama this year and last year.
You got Oklahoma?
Yeah.
I hope they win. I don't think they will.
Close game. But yeah, like Alabama is not good on the line of scrimmage. Either line of scrimmage. They are not good on the offensive line. They're not good on the defensive line. Like, it is not Nick Saban's Alabama. People keep genuflecting at the logo. That is not a good team on the line of scrimmage. I like Oklahoma. Okay, mañana.
Great job.
Thanks, Alondra. Mañana. Mañana. What? You want it up?
No, we can turn that down.
Why? You don't like it?
No, I like it, but just I don't know that it was the right one.
What do you want?
No. I just don't know it was the right version.
Oh, you were worried about what was coming.
No, I wasn't worried.
Oh, good. Good for you. Good catch.
Yeah.
That is a good catch.
Good catch. Yeah, I was not in any way paying attention. Yeah, I didn't think that at all. I didn't even know.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I assumed Musso had the
Good
clean
looking out.
version.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, why would you assume Musso would have the clean
That's
version?
fair.
Like, it's Musso.
I have the clean version of Do the Ratchet Up.
Even better.
Great.
Let's go there.
Let's do it.
This is a wonderful tune. You can crank that one a little bit.
Crank that Soulja Boy.
No.
Who sings this?
Boosie.
Oh.
He's great.
Wow. When did Boosie start becoming popular?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Define a long time ago.
2004, 5. right here, right up the street.
Yeah, I just don't remember going to Fred's and hearing Boosie.
Yeah, man. I mean, Boosie has been a thing. Boosie and Webby, the Trill fam, have been a thing for a long time. CeeLo, another Baton Rouge legend.
I feel like I became aware of Boosie during 2019 when LSU Set It Off on one of the highlight videos.
I mean, that's when most people, well, not most, that's when some people became aware of Boosie, but like he's been a thing. Like, listening to this is a wonderful song.
I mean, I know the Ratchet.
Yeah.
For sure, I've known this song a long time. So this one, I guess I would know, but I didn't realize that was Boosie. Miami visits Texas A&M Saturday morning. What do you think?
Miami's winning this game, dude. What's his name's going to get hot. Beck's going to get hot. I like the little receiver for Miami, the freshman. I can't remember his name. He's got dreadlocks, super explosive. Give me Miami here, man.
I agree. I think there is a little bit of fool's gold with Texas A&M this year, considering every league game they won was against the bottom half of the league. They played Texas and got pushed around a little bit. And then there was the almost inexplicable first half against South Carolina where they found themselves down 27.
Yeah.
Marcel Reed's a really good athlete, but Miami's defensive front is outstanding. I don't know that Reed is going to be the guy that's going to beat Miami throwing the football. I think Carson Beck is a potential turnover waiting to happen, and that could be a problem for Miami. But I do think Miami's the more complete team. I don't love Mario Cristobal, and this game is at Kyle Field. But I do think Miami's the better team, and I think Miami's going to win that game. Even though they're catching 3, I like Miami outright to win. You and I agree.
Okay.
All right, Tulane Ole Miss. You think that's close?
No. I think Ole Miss wins this one pretty convincingly.
I do think this is close. I don't think you can. There's no sport in the world where coaching matters more in game than football. Like, that's an objective truth. Like, your coach, your manager can give you a game plan, a scouting report against a pitcher, but they can't go into the box and see pitches
That's
for
right.
you, help you. So, like, in football, every single play is strategic warfare.
Mm-hmm.
Lane Kiffin is one of the best offensive minds in the world. Like, you can't take Lane Kiffin away and expect they're just not to miss a beat. So I do think this game's going to be closer. I think Tulane's got great buy-in under John Summerall. We saw this game once before already. It was early, Trinidad Chambliss, and it was just an inexplicably awful game for Jake Retzlaff, the worst game he played all year. So I like Ole Miss to win.
Summerall
I just think
coaching?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I just think it's going to be a close. It's going to be a closer game we saw last time. I think it's 17.5. So I'll take Tulane in the points, but I do think Ole Miss wins. But I think it's a close game. And then Nick Saban's favorite, the JMU Dukes, going up to Oregon.
Yeah, I mean Oregon's going to win.
It's an embarrassment.
By a lot. Mm-hmm.
Oregon, like I would lay what is it, 20.5?
It's 20.5.
I would lay the 20.5.
Absolutely.
Oregon will absolutely
kick
the
Lanning.
ever-living
I think Dan
piss
Lanning's going to prove a
out of
point
JMU.
too.
Yes. All right. It's after further review. We're brought by First South Farm Credit. Why don't, before you go, because I know you have to go pick up Houston at the airport, you want to tell the people about your experience with First South Farm Credit?
Yes, I mean, and you always say this, I'm always looking for land. I literally am always looking for land. But one of
all the time.
But one of the intimidating things, I guess, about it is it's not like you're buying a house. There are some different things that go along with it, down payments and whatnot, and loans, and it's all different, right? So you need somebody that specializes in that. Also, if it's a farm, there's different rules and regulations that go into that too, things that you don't really know about. So getting with a group that understands those things, when I called, the first thing I learned was, we will communicate and also do this deal with your bank that you're used to using. So that was pretty comforting as well. So First South Farm Credit should be your first call when you're thinking about buying land. Call First South Farm Credit.
Well done. Proud of you. That was really good.
I'm just trying. Look, I'm doing what I can. I'm trying to save your voice.
FirstSouthland.com. All right, Terrio's got to go. We'll roll. We come back. It is portal warfare right now between LSU and Ole Miss. I'll tell you what I know. It's AFR.
After further review.
We're brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time.
Or you don't pay a dime.
752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001. Have you had your preseason heater safety check?
No,
I don't like that.
I have not.
When was the last time you did?
At my old house, I did because I had the.
If you can't remember, it's been too long. You should do this every year. You wouldn't go years without getting your oil changed in your vehicle because it's going to burn up your engine. It'll be really bad. So this is the standard preventative maintenance for your system. You want to make sure that your heater is clean, it's tuned up, it's efficient, it's safe. It'll extend the life of your unit. It'll make it more energy efficient, so it'll save you money while it runs during the cold weather months. It'll keep you, your family, your home safe. 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even JB could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of JB Falgu.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Fabry Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Fabry family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Dr. Johnson, that's my guy. He gonna tell me when I need to do better. He gonna tell me when I need to slow down. And I trust him 100%. The medical care that I received at LSU and with Our Lady of the Lake is top tier. I really trust what they telling me, and they keep me right.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment. Dave's back on. Coors Light. Choose chill.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Anthony Parker said, Matt, you're disappointing me with your lack of awareness of Boosie and Webby, too. We were hearing him in New Orleans. That's how much he was buzzing. So you need to do Independent by Webby, too. Listen to Trill Fam. So I know Independent, I-N-D-E-P. I just didn't know. I guess I know a lot of this. I just didn't know what it was. That era, 04, 05, in there, at that point in my professional life, I was producing and anchoring news radio and also working on Rock 93.7. So I was very deep in like alt rock of the early 2000s. So that's probably why there's a little bit of a blind spot there. It's just what you want to talk about all those early 2000s alt rock bands, like name one. We'll roll all day long. It's just kind of, I guess, what you're in. So, but I recognize a lot of those songs. I guess I didn't know who it was. It's a weird blind spot. All right, it's after further review. I'll give you a Saints Jets preview and prediction coming up here in just a bit. Do you remember last year when Bryce Underwood flipped from LSU? I mean, of course you do. When Bryce Underwood flipped to Michigan, and the reaction in LSU circles, certainly from boosters, was they got really pissed and subsequently really generous. It was very easy for LSU to fundraise for the collective because you had a lot of people who looked around and went, how could this happen? The number one quarterback in the country committed for a solid year, and just like that, a rich guy comes in, writes a check, and we lose out on this, once in a decade type prospect. Like, that was the thought. And so it made everybody super motivated to write checks to fund the collective to go invest in the number one portal class, which LSU landed. We know how it all went, but the financial commitment was there. Now, that was a high school quarterback. Imagine that's your head coach. And not only your head coach, the head coach that had brought you the most success you've had in 60 years, a head coach who said he loved you, and you embraced to the point where you gave him everything he wanted, gave him an offer to make him the richest coach in college football, and he still not only left amidst a college football playoff run, and not only left amid that college football playoff run, but left for a team in your conference that you deem to be your most bitter, hated rival. What do you think the Ole Miss boosters are doing right now? Needless to say, there are a lot of people very willing to write checks in Oxford right now. That feeling is what is fueling Ole Miss as an organization right now. I was told that Ole Miss has an offer on the table for Kawan Lacey that's $1.8 million. They paid him about $400K last year. For this season. This season, he's making about $400K. They've got an offer on the table for him at 1.8. Now, I still think there's a great chance he ends up at LSU, but LSU's going to have to pay him $2 million to get him. So you ask yourself this. In the revenue share era, where you have $15 million in rev share, and then you have this true third-party NIL on top of that. And I've already explained how Lane Kiffin and Billy Glasscock are sort of allocating resources and assigning value to every player and how they're sort of going about their evaluation process. Is a running back worth $2 million? By the way, I was also told that Ole Miss, they're expecting Kawan Lacey to leave, and if he does, they're targeting Nate Shepard from Duke, who is from Mandeville, tore his ACL. A lot of big-name schools dropped off of him because of the injury. As a freshman in the ACC, ran for 1,000 yards. So that's a guy that Ole Miss would be targeting. See, as I understand it, and we're not an Ole Miss show, but Ole Miss's strategy right now is not only intended to help their program, but also to try to cut Lane Kiffin's knees out whenever they can. So, in a sense, they are sort of interwoven. And I think their strategy at Ole Miss is they want to make Lane Kiffin look bad, and they want to make LSU overpay for their roster. And if you're overpaying for your roster, then you're not allocating resources, financial resources elsewhere. I think that's the concept. Like, let me give you an example. You got Austin Thomas, Frank Wilson, Pete Golding, who's from Hammond. They just brought Kelvin Bolden back. They are going to target Louisiana kids, high school kids, and they are going to target current LSU players that go in the portal intentionally. Like, there might be a high 3-star defensive end from a meet. I'm just throwing out a place randomly. I don't know a player specifically. But there might be that player in Louisiana where you could find a comparable player in Mississippi or Alabama or Texas or Georgia, wherever. But they're going to go after the Louisiana kid for the optics of pulling kids out of Louisiana. So the perception would be, you see, those kids want to go play for Frank Wilson, not Lane Kiffin. Now, I don't know I don't think that's going to be true, but that's optically, I think, what they're going to focus on. One thing they're going to focus on. I think they're going to target, watch this happen. They're going to target LSU players in the portal. So the perception will be, see those guys, they didn't stay to play for Lane Kiffin. They went in the portal and went to Ole Miss because they wanted to go play with Frank Wilson. That's going to be the optics of how they sell it. I think Ole Miss is going to overpay in some instances players to keep them there. We saw this a day ago. There were 4 players just a day ago at Ole Miss that Ole Miss announced they've re-signed these players. Among them, Suntarian Perkins, who was the only 5-star that signed at Ole Miss under Lane Kiffin. Will Eccles, the defensive tackle. Bryson Sanders, their center. And Antonio Kite, their defensive back. Those 4 players have already, the school's already announced they've re-signed for next year. And I think Ole Miss is going to overpay for some of those guys to keep them away so they can say, see, it wasn't about Kiffin, it's about Ole Miss, it's about Pete Golding. And then I think they're absolutely going to drive up the price on LSU for a lot of these guys, like I just mentioned with Kawan Lacey. Now, from LSU's perspective, I don't think you should fear this strategy. Like, I don't think that's a problem. I think you have to be aware of it because you play in the same conference, and that is one of your annual rivalries. You're going to play them every year. So you have to be aware of what Ole Miss is and what they're doing. So I think, just as I ran through what Ole Miss's strategy is going to be, I think there's 4 things that LSU can do. Number 1 is you need to take key players away from Ole Miss. Because if you get, regardless of what you have to pay, if you get Trinidad Chambliss and Kawan Lacey and Watkins, the receiver, who I'm told is, Watkins is maybe the guy on the roster that's most loyal to Lane Kiffin. I was also told they're going after the place kicker, Lucas Carniero. You get a handful of those guys, really key impact guys from Ole Miss to come to Baton Rouge. That's a big win. It's number 1. Number 2 is retain key guys at LSU. And they're going through that process right now. But I'm talking about, can you get Braylon Moore to bypass on the NFL draft and come back for another year? Can you keep DJ Pickett? It seems like that's a foregone conclusion with Corey Raymond staying. That would have been up in the air if C-Ray wasn't here. But DJ Pickett, can you get Whit Weeks to come back for his senior year? What happens with Harlem Berry? That's going to be a big one, especially if you do get Kawan Lacey here. Does Harlem Berry stay? Does he stay at a lesser rate than Lacey? Does he go follow Frank Wilson, Ole Miss? I don't know. I'm telling you candidly, I don't have the answer to that. But I think retaining key players is going to be key. The other third would be adding key high school signees, which you did, right? You added Lamar Brown, you added Richard Anderson. When there was conversation about those guys being tied with Frank Wilson, well, Coach Frank's not returning, and those guys still signed. So that's a big check mark. It's a big win for Lane Kiffin. And most importantly is just win. Just win. Because no matter what the conversation is like in the offseason, who goes in the portal, who stays at Ole Miss, who comes to Baton Rouge, who leaves LSU, who stays, who do you add? It doesn't matter if the result is there. Like, it doesn't matter if you're 85 scholarships, if 40 of them are Louisiana players or 68 of them are Louisiana players or 4 former Ole Miss. It just doesn't matter what that distribution is, how it looks, if you win. Like, if they go get a starting offensive lineman from Eastern Michigan, but it's a guy that was all conference there, comes here, starter, plug and play, and is awesome. It doesn't matter that he's from Eastern Michigan. You just want to win. And it's about your evaluation. So if you're able to win, then more investment will come. The hard part for Lane Kiffin eventually would be you get all this investment in Kiffin, the $91 million, Charlie Weiss, $2.5 million a year, Blake Baker, $3 million a year. Are you going to pay Kawan Lacey $2 million? Are you going to go get Trinidad Chambliss? Like, all the investment that you're getting, it has to yield results on the field. And if it does, then then it's easier to go back next year to those very generous people and say, let's run it back. Do it again. If the results don't come, then all of those things I just ran through, all of those things, all of those talking points, those fan narratives, those start to grow louder. And one thing we very clearly know about Lane Kiffin is he reads what's written, he listens to what's said, he watches what people say and what they do and think. And does that start to balloon to where it actually impacts the way he goes about making decisions and all? I don't know. I don't know Lane Kiffin well enough to know what the answer to that is. I watch him from afar at different places. But what I do know is LSU has been pot committed to give him every resource he needs to win at the highest level. And very clearly, he is pot committed to winning at the highest level. That's why he just walked away from a playoff team to come here. So go do that. Go do that. And then it won't matter what Ole Miss screams about or whatever their strategy is. Because all it really comes down to is the reason Lane Kiffin left is he thought he had a lower ceiling at Ole Miss. You can make a 12-team playoff. He proved it. But it doesn't feel like you could win a national championship there. You can do it here. So win at that higher level here, and all those conversations go away. All right, so after further review, we're brought to you by Arco Power Systems, arco.com, arco.com, A-R-C-C-O, arco.com. It's Arco Power Systems. Man, what a great company. A local company. Home base is right here in Baton Rouge on Airline Highway. But my goodness, Baton Rouge, Bossier, Harvey, Lake Charles, Mandeville, Mobile, LaPorte, Texas, San Antonio, Little Rock. They're all over the place. So if you have a business anywhere in that footprint, go north to Little Rock, east to Mobile, west to San Antonio, just draw a big circle. Anywhere in that footprint, you own a business and you need industrial generator power, you need Arco Power Systems. They can install, sell, service, rent you that industrial Generac generator for your business. It's Arco Power Systems, A-R-C-C-O, arco.com, arco.com. If you are not familiar with Arco Power Systems, you need to be. Turnkey Solutions, it's Arco Power Systems, A-R-C-C-O, arco.com. All right, so after further review, we're glad to have you hanging out with us here. Let me knock out a break. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. Go get you a gift card, maybe a big old stack of cigars. Great opportunity over at Don Juan Cigar Bar for Christmas. Stocking stuffers, gift cards, great for that cigar smoker on your list. Quick break. We'll come back, and we'll give you a preview and prediction of Saints and Jets. It's Avar.
After further review.
Nobody ever likes to see their internet buffering. There are few things in our microwave society in 2025, almost 2026, that will trigger us more than slow internet. Like, we live on our phones, we live online, we shop online, we communicate online, we have to be online. We expect lightning fast internet speeds. Rev delivers that every day. They've got the backing of 90 years of investment in our communities here in South Louisiana. And not only do they have supercharged internet speeds up to 5 gigs, they also have an all-fiber network. And that means it don't matter if the wind blows, the storm comes, knocks branches onto a power line, knocks the power out, you'll always be online because those cables are buried. R-E-V. Let'sRev.com. Have a better experience, y'all. Let'sRev.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
This menu is a masterpiece. Delivers every time.
This is the worst party ever. Raisin Cane's!
Let's go!
The party is saved!
Peter, Mr. Billingsley.
Celebrate the holidays with Raisin Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana Gabra.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
I-N-D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-T. Do you know what that mean, man?
All right, rolling along. We'll do an Ask Us to wrap up the show here in just a bit. Terrio had to go pick up Houston Terrio from the airport, so he had to duck out early. Give you a thought here on Saints-Jets. This is an interesting game because you're talking about two teams that were just a month ago thought to be peers. You're talking about the Jets, which started 2-7. The Saints started 1-8. So two teams that were very bad, and a month ago we're sitting there going, okay, they're battling for the number 1 overall pick with the Titans and the Browns. I mean, that was the clump they were in. Well, the Jets have lost 4 of 5. The Saints have won 3 of their last 5. And you look at organizations, not just teams, but organizations that appear to be going in very different directions. Remember, both of these teams were sellers at the trade deadline. The Saints traded Rashid Shaheed. From an offense that was already void of playmakers. And you've had so many injuries on the offensive line. And defensively, early in the season, you're bad defensively early. You give up 44 to Seattle. You give up 31 at the Bills. You allowed the Bears to score 26, lost by double digits, give up 34 to the Rams. I mean, you were bad. But starting there, over the last 5, the Saints have been just a tick behind the Texans. They're in total defense in the last 5. The Saints are 2 yards per game behind the Houston Texans in the last 5 games. Inexplicably, the Saints' defense is playing better. Now, part of it is you're not playing at Seattle and at Buffalo and at the Rams. You know, the last 5 have been the Panthers, the Falcons, the Dolphins, the Bucs, and the Panthers again. So you're not actually playing like the top of the league, which helps. But you're still seeing better play from a lot of these guys. Chase Young has been outstanding like you paid him to be. DeMario Davis is an ageless wonder. He's 120 tackles already this year. And even with Justin Reed being injured, you're getting better, consistent play from your secondary. But really the story is offensively, as we all know, it's been about Tyler Shuck. So you look at these two teams. Tyler Shuck has now won 3 of 5, 3 of the last 5 after losing his first start to the Rams. He's won 3 of his last 5. 2 of those coming on the road at the Panthers, at the Bucs, divisional road games. While the Jets were jockeying with Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor, these veteran quarterbacks, and now they've turned to Brady Cook, who was very bad last week. 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and a blowout loss against Jacksonville. Now, the Jaguars, again, are a very good team, and they lost 48-20. But a week before that, this Jets defense gave up 34 to the Miami Dolphins. So when I look at two teams going in totally opposite directions, and this being a home game for the Saints, mean, you can look and say, well, the Saints are 4-10, and that's not very good, and the Jets are 3-11, and that's even worse. But these are two teams that are not very good, and I still don't think the Saints are anywhere remotely close to resembling a contender. I do look at the Saints in a microcosm, right? A snapshot of the last month being dramatically better than the snapshot of the Jets in the last month. The Saints that started 1-8 don't feel like the same team that's won 3 of their last 5. The Jets just stink, and now they're trying to cut their teeth with a rookie quarterback who is an undrafted free agent, trying to see if they have anything there in Brady Cook. And oh, by the way, Garrett Wilson's not going to play, and they traded Quinnen Williams, and they traded Sauce Gardner. And so a lot of the cornerstone pieces they had, they've moved on from to build for the future, while the Saints feel like they're building for the future now. Like every game now is a step in that direction, while the Jets are playing for April. So I think Vegas has this one right. Listen, I haven't picked the Saints to win much this year. I didn't pick them either the last 2 weeks. I picked them to beat the Giants. I picked them to lose every other game. And in large part, that's because this team had been very bad on the road, but they've managed to win with Tyler Shuck at the Panthers and at the Bucs. So the fact that this game is in the Dome, you're not going to have elements. A Jets team with a rookie quarterback in Brady Cook, who has not been good the last 2 weeks with his extended outings. There's no Mason Taylor. There's no Garrett Wilson. I don't know where the big threat is offensively for the Jets. And defensively, they've been terrible. I think this is a game that New Orleans can and should win. I think for me, the bigger thing is, can the offense get going? This is a Jets defense that's 30th in the NFL in points allowed. They allow 28 a game. There's only 2 teams in the NFL that are worse. But for all the success that we've seen New Orleans have in snapshots with Tyler Shuck, right? Big third down conversions, back-to-back scoring drives in your last 2 drives in the fourth quarter last week, the touchdown to tie it, the game-winning field goal drive, like all those things are great. But since Tyler Shuck has taken over, this is the Saints scoring. 10 against the Rams, 17 against the Panthers, 10 against the Falcons, 17 against the Dolphins, 24 against the Bucs, 20 against the Panthers. So they haven't exactly been explosive. This would stand to reason, even without Alvin Kamara. This could be the game where, no Devon Vele, you're playing a really bad defense, and you're at home. You should be able to go out and hit that 28-point mark, or maybe even bump into the 30s, which they haven't done yet this year. So this feels like a good opportunity to go do it. I do think the Saints win. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself in understanding still what they are and who they're going to be without this weekend. But the Jets are terrible, and the Saints are a team that's playing better. So, yeah, I'll take the Saints to beat the Jets Sunday in the Dome. We'll see how many of these last 3 can get where they might be favored in all 3 of them. All right, it's after further review. We're brought to you by Rouse's, official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's.com. Rouse's.com. Holidays are upon us, y'all. Get by Rouse's. Rouse's.com. Got 70 locations. If you're buying for that holiday party, you can get by Rouse's. They'll take great care of you. Rouse's.com. Sandwich platters, party trays, party platters, desserts, wine, beer, bourbon. They got everything for you, and they'll help you make your groceries too at Rouse's, the official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints. Rouse's, this feels like home. Okay, final break. We'll do a quick Ask Us to get out of here on AFR.
AFR.
My final show here of the year, and one more time I'll get to remind you about Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. And certainly all of our friends over at Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas, happy holiday season, and a happy new year. And if you've been injured in an accident, be sure to do what I encourage you to do all the time. Get Gordon and get it done. You can always go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com for Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. Offices all over the state of Louisiana. The website's super easy to use. There's a little chat bubble at the bottom right if you want to get in touch with an associate so you can start that process. If you want to see actual client testimonials, you can do that at getgordon.com. There's even a guide there to tell you the types of cases they handle at getgordon.com. So, yeah, we talk about car accidents all the time and big truck wrecks, but it's only a part of what they do. So when you go to getgordon.com, you could click the types of case we handle tab, and it'll tell you all that information. Get Gordon and get it done.
Most roofers just replace your shingles. At Pelican, we diagnose your roof, digging deep down to find the root cause of your roof symptoms. Now cough for me. Good. We don't ignore your roof's issues, we address them. Let's just take care of this right here. Helping your roof to become the best version of itself. Interesting that you would say that. How does that make you feel? So call Pelican Roofing for your free roof checkup today.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
We typically think of stress as being bad for us. At Our Lady of the Lake and LSU, we are researching how certain types of stress, such as exercise, can be good for our immune health. By studying people under extreme stress, such as athletes, astronauts, service members, and first responders, we're learning how to improve the immune health of everyone. That's the power of research. That's the impact of champions. Together, we roar.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Down the stretch we come, final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR. Do a quick Ask Us. Remember, if you are hitting the road this holiday, around Christmas, make sure you get to Shaw Bills, take care of your vehicle, ShawBillsTire.com. Name brand tires at wholesale prices. What is that?
I don't know. It said ask us, so I hit that.
That
That's
is
not it.
That is not it.
I think it's this one.
That's it. There it is. That's it.
It's not labeled as ask us.
It's all good. Why would it be? Michael Katorchis. Michael Katorchis. Katorchis. Michael Katorchis. On the show text line, this was so good I had to tweet it. He said, give a shout out to the people watching in their truck. Just realized you could do this via YouTube. Look at that. He's got the screen in his dash. He's got YouTube on there. And it was me and Terry. So he's watching in his truck.
That feels unsafe.
That's what I said. So I tweeted. I was like, I'm not sure I can completely endorse this because it looks dangerous. But this is some next level commitment and very cool. So shout out to Michael Katorchis. Well, you
It's
laugh.
got to be Greek.
Katorchis. Abunt? You don't get that reference?
No.
Paulie, do you get that reference?
I did not.
God, dog. My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Bunt.
a while since I've seen
Bunt cake. The bunt.
Yeah.
Bunt. A bunt. A cake. There's a hole in the cake. Alondra, why are you wearing glasses?
Because I can't see at night.
I see. You told me those are blue light glasses.
That too.
You need to go to the
It has
Williamson
all of
Eye
it.
Center. That's what you need to do. My sister-in-law wears blue light glasses, and as someone who had terrible eyesight my whole life, I'm offended by the fact that she wears glasses like it's a fashion statement. Paul, are you offended by blue light glasses as well?
Not really.
Paul, you're not offended by anything.
This is also true.
I know. All right, we got to get out of here. I'm Alondra. Thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate it. Paulie, thanks. I'm out until the new year. So we got a lot of vacation days for everybody around the holidays, but Moose will have you when we're here. So y'all be good. We'll see you in 26.
AFR.
And you can guarantee that at some point during my vacation, me and Eric, or maybe just being by myself, getting over to Supper Club. Was there on Tuesday night, and I'm telling you, it's just a reminder every time I go how much of an unforgettable dining experience Supper Club is. Look, they did a beautiful job with the decor, all the Christmas decor. It's awesome if you want like Christmas photos, right? Instagrammable photos. I mean, Supper Club's great for Instagram no matter what, but you want the Instagrammable photos because of all the decor. They did a beautiful job. But I'm telling you, whether you get the free-range chicken, whether you get the Chilean sea bass, whether you get the veal parmesan or any of their incredible steaks, from their prime beef to the Sagrera cuts to the super rare stuff like their Wagyu and the Omi beef, you're going to have the most incredible dining experience of your life. It's Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. Book your reservation today. SupperClubBTR.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
South Louisiana, it's turnaround season, and River Parish Contractors is calling in the best of the best. We're hiring pipe fitters, ironworkers, boiler makers, combo and structural welders, rig welders, carpenters, crane operators, dirt operators, and more. If you're ready to work, ready to earn, and ready to build something that lasts, call Big Jake at 318-547-1000 or go to rpcontractors.com. River Parish Contractors. Let's get building.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Every winner knows a great play starts with a solid game plan and the right team by your side. At Sunshine, we're here to keep your operation running strong. From tractors to harvesters, we've got the John Deere equipment you need to tackle every job with confidence. Because when the work's done right, there's more time for the things that matter, like cheering on your favorite team. Make Sunshine Quality Solutions part of your playbook this season and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.